Yo, what's up, everyone? This is episode 61 of the Blurred Podcast. Looking forward to 69. As always, we have...
Yes. Nice. Nice.
As always, we have Green Tuner.
Hello.
Creamcast.
Hey, what's going on, guys?
Dark Side.
Hi.
And myself, the Ed Underground. How you guys doing?
Baby.
No.
You're a fake fan.
I'm the only fan.
Whatever.
And Underground is coming to us from a art house film or something.
Yeah, right.
He's going to be nominated for an Oscar tonight.
That werewolf movie, whatever it's called.
Soon you'll see
Werewolf by
like a child holding a red balloon.
Yeah,
Or something
right.
like that. Some art house crap.
Yeah.
Wow.
This is very. This is very noir of you, Ed. I'm very proud of you.
Mm-hmm.
What like actually got you to do this whole black and white scene? Like,
What does it mean?
Yeah, what does it mean? Does it
I'm,
have a deeper meaning?
I'm a big fan of Nicolas Cage starring in Spider-Man Spider-Verse. Yeah.
So what you're saying is
Okay.
your stream is really about like a woman's journey.
Nicolas Cage
Independence.
is a man, by the way.
Well, we read between the lines. We read between the lines.
Yeah,
What?
yeah. I think
It's about you hitting puberty.
Yeah, you know what? I think this is. I think this is Ed actually trying to show what happens when you race swamp somebody, and Ed's trying to show himself as a gray man, which is very, very deep for today's conversation. Ed. I really am looking forward to our conversation and the title of our podcast this week. But before we get to that, first off, hello to our viewers right now coming live to us on twitch.tv/the Blurred Podcast.
Nailed it.
I'm really bad at backslashes and forward slashes. I get those confused all the time. So I always look like if the slashes
It's a new
moving
medium.
forward-
Don't worry, it's a new medium.
Yeah, right. Yeah, don't worry about it. Actually, no, it's actually backslash. Oh my, geez, I'm tripping. It's actually backslash. But yeah. So how was you guys this week? This past week?
Good so far.
Good so far. Good. What about you, Darkside? You have a pretty chill week this past week?
Yeah, pretty chill. Can't complain.
Can't complain. Nice.
Mhm.
What about you, the Underground?
Interesting. U.S. Bank.
Okay, so
sucks.
anyways, like no one cares. No, what do you mean by U.S. Bank sucks? Why is that?
So I was asked to be on a project on Saturday,
Mm-hmm.
and it went very well.
Nice.
And I got paid the same day, in cash, by the way.
Cash.
So yeah, because
Porno shoot.
Under the table.
Under
Interesting.
the table, right? Was there a couch?
Porno shoot.
Yeah, was
no,
there was a
No.
black couch there.
Hold on now, Green Tuner.
No.
He
We'll
got
get there.
paid cash because he was like holding the camera as some guy's balls were slapping the lens.
Nah, you had
It's
to,
just like
Ed, you
on
had to
his
show your
knees,
ID,
like,
right?
Dipping
Wait,
You
what?
had to
that.
show your ID, right?
no.
Well, how would they know? It's ridiculous.
You gotta. This is not what you're thinking about or
Oh,
have,
okay.
Broken.
or have
last week.
auditioned for. This is
Yo,
not that
I
kind of
bet
thing.
you did.
You audition. He's like, hey, we need a dry run.
Oh my goodness! Wow.
Like,
No, this
No
is not what you guys auditioned for. No.
Throw some sand on his ass.
Going for that long-term loan, Ed.
He's like, put the camera on the table. Don't worry about it. This is a hands-free job.
Oh my goodness! None of that happened. So,
Black Girl's Hack was asking, were you clothed? Legitimate question.
yes, of course I was.
Okay. I mean, this is really going in a weird direction, but okay.
I mean, there is.
It was close
Jobs.
except from the waist down.
Yeah, he's like, keep your shirt on.
He was just in his socks, in his Sonic socks.
Mhm.
I have Pac-Man socks, by the way, and that's
All right. Anyways, you were auditioning for the manager, and then what happened?
I bet you did. Just gobbling up everything.
you are.
He's catching those babies like Pac-Man hitting those lines. Grab, 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 grab.
Said I gotta wear my theme socks today. Oh shit, I'm sweating. Okay.
Oh yeah, it
Hey,
is.
tell your story. Why am I sweating right now? Oh shit.
So, anyways, for our listeners and viewers, none of that happened ever. So, anyways, I did a graphic design project.
Nice.
Nice save.
Yeah.
And I did well. And instead of him giving a check, he decided to give me money in cash. He didn't have his checkbook. So, and he's kind of an old guy, so he doesn't do the whole cash app and stuff. So, he would to me in cash.
That's
Cool,
kinda
no
cool.
problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, no problem. He's an older guy, no problem.
Sure.
So,
Bank
Go to
managers know usually they're not good with money. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What
Yeah.
you seem to know that very well, Dark
Time-
Side.
I'm just saying it's like
depends on what type
common
of bank.
sense, really.
You know,
That's true. That's true.
there's banks like that are backed by the Federal Reserve. There are banks
Wait.
that are backed by consumers, male consumers.
Okay, I
female
thought you were
consumers.
gonna go Kanye-ish when you started talking about the banks
Kanye.
Oh no! I'm not going.
and who
No,
runs
no,
the
no.
banks.
No, like,
Hold on, I'm not
I
going
don't.
there, no.
I don't want to get canceled today.
No.
Like, absolutely not.
You don't
No.
want to go DEFCON 3?
No.
No, nobody wants to go DEFCON 3.
No one goes DEFCON 3 faster than Kanye. I'm like, holy shit! Like he went
I
from
couldn't
being a
believe
people's
my
champ.
eyes when I saw that tweet. I was like, what?
Yeah.
What's going on?
Oh man.
Anyways, so did a good job, got the money, decided to go to my bank. I don't like hearing money on me like that. He gave me $320. Nice.
Yeah.
I don't like hearing it on me like that. So I went to my bank, deposited into my DM, said it was in. I got the tag. Cool. Looked at my app. It's in there. Cool. Go home. Next day, try to get gas. And it said, I get notifications when I, buy things.
Sure.
So got a notification, clicked on it. Oh, cool. Wait, what? Wait, where's the $320 that I deposited? Called the bank. They said that it was reversed.
Cash
I'm
was
very
reversed?
confused.
Yeah, cash
Because-
somehow is reversed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I took a screenshot.
Mhm.
The bank was closed on Sunday, then Monday, when Tuesday, showed them, hey, what's going on, blah, blah, blah. I was in there for hours. They have no idea what's going on.
Mhm.
So, yeah.
Wait a minute. So, is it possible that this guy gave you fake money or something?
No.
Yeah.
No.
I was gonna say
Large
the story's
traces
getting
of
real
cocaine
interesting.
or
Yeah,
something.
the story is like what? Like I
No,
was really
so-
expecting like it just be a bank
What if-
error. Like
What
no.
if he paid him in Monopoly money and it just thought it
No.
was real money?
So-
Just deposit.
I'm not going to show the exact tag, but I have the tag.
Well, don't show it. Don't show
I'm
it.
not,
don't show it.
No.
I'm saying, when I say everything cleared, I got the tag for it. I saw the app. And next day, I saw my app and it didn't register. It said reverse. Called the bank. They said, we have no idea what's going on. Did you ask me if I deposited a check? And I said, no, do cash. Went Tuesday, was there for hours. They had no idea what's going on. It said pending. How do you pin cash? I don't know. Went today and it finally got resolved, but I have to wait 24 hours for it to happen. But
That's
this
crazy.
is, I don't like my bank. There's other things that happen with my bank, but this is like the most annoying.
Yeah, no, that's
Yeah.
crazy.
I'm glad it wasn't a larger amount because then I would have been like, whoa, I mean, 320 is still, it's still money, but
Yeah. I mean, I thought you were
I
talking.
would be pissed over like $10, not being reversed.
well,
Yeah.
I mean, I was mad. No one's gonna be happy about it, but
No one can explain it though.
no, that's the thing. No one can explain it because every time I talk to someone, whether it be over the phone or in person, they ask me, was it a check? And I said, no, it was in cash. And I got the receipt. And yeah, so they can't, they don't know what's going on.
That's
And
crazy.
These might
and-
be Twitch hate watchers that hate the
They
underground.
infiltrated the
Yeah,
banking
the banking.
system.
It could be.
Yes,
I mean,
it could
goes
be.
deep.
It could be.
Goes deep.
That
It goes
is-
all the way to the top.
Yeah,
Yes.
right.
or right at the bottom.
CEO of Bank of America is like, or is it Bank of America, right? Or is it you said Capital One?
U.S.
No,
Bank.
come
US
on.
Bank, US
Come on.
Bank.
US
No,
Bank.
that's a
US
real
Bank,
bank.
Yeah,
He
US
doesn't
Bank.
bank with a real bank.
US Bank is a real bank.
U.S. Bank, it
Yes.
was
That's a
real
national
enough.
bank.
Yeah,
Yeah, national
real
it's a
like
national
what?
bank.
When it's built like alongside like grocery
It's
stores.
built on sand.
But you know,
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't.
as long as it's not in a grocery store. Like I remember
No.
when I was a kid, I used to have a bank that was a grocery store, and yeah, that sucked. That was horrible. But
I
no,
had
US
that
Bank
too.
is a real bank.
It's a real bank.
Like this is weird.
I've seen all banks in grocery stores.
Not all banks.
You name it, I've seen them in grocery stores.
You seen Bank of
Yeah.
America?
Yeah.
Wells
In a
Fargo?
grocery
yeah,
store?
you'll see.
Well,
Bank of
Wells
America.
Fargo, I have not seen. Chase, I've
Oh.
seen too.
You haven't seen. I'm not gonna say my bank because I'm not gonna get myself DOSed. But I haven't seen none of my banks ever in a grocery store.
All right, list all the banks in
You
America.
tell
Right
your-
now.
Yeah, so
After he told the story.
Walmart?
Walmart banks.
I'm not saying my bank.
But the thing is,
It's
it's like
over there like crap.
this is weird though. Like
I have a crappy bank too.
yeah,
I have an incredibly crappy bank.
I did take screenshots.
I'm not gonna.
too.
don't say. it,
I'm not
don't
gonna
say.
say.
it,
No, but here's the thing. Another thing too. The tag that I have, it says October 8th. In the app, it says reverse.
Sorry, I just read a
What?
comment. It says from
Walmart?
Black Girls Hack. U.S. bank tellers take their withdrawals from their bra. That's a
I'm-
level of.
Yeah.
I
Would you like to make a withdrawal?
Yeah.
Sweaty as hell.
Yeah.
that's a high possibility. That's a high possibility.
Titty residue. Like
It's licking it. Mm.
No,
gotta taste of the tender is real. No, that's crazy. Like I've made huge cash
when
deposits.
Ed goes up there, all the like there's women tellers and the woman teller leaves. As soon as Ed walks up, it's a dude.
Wait, what?
Pulls out his pants.
He pulls it out of his boxers.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right, 1, 2, 3,
Just
4, 5.
smacks it on the table.
Yeah, it's like,
That
oh,
is-
man.
Yeah, he counts it money
No.
on the table. Like, what?
He's like,
I've never
Let
experienced
me
that.
get your
Oh,
change.
although
He lifts up one of his
Although-
balls and pulls out like a bag. of
although when US Bank was at a certain store that a certain person works at, there was a
Mhm.
woman that was hitting on me because I used to work at that store. And
You always think everyone's hitting on you.
You do think that?
oh, come on. She
No,
was
no,
like
no,
in my
no.
face, ready to kiss me.
No, first
She
off,
smiled.
she smiled. She smiled at you.
Smiled,
That's-
said I.
she wanted the draws at that point.
She
you-
would
you-
invite me to her office
Mm.
when she's on break just to talk.
Well, Ed, I
Come
mean,
on.
You
back
could
then
have been
you
like
did
the
have a
friend.
yeah.
like,
you did have a very dainty figure back then. I mean, she
Yeah.
might have been confused. Like, hey, he's one of the girls. Hey, girl, let's go
Mm.
back. and
Oh,
talk.
this was definitely a woman. Definitely a woman.
No,
Yeah.
I'm talking about you. No, I'm
You.
talking about you
What
were
do you
one
mean?
of the dainty. You were like 100 pounds soaking wet. She didn't. She was like, oh, he's so cute. He's like one of the girls. Brought you
Yeah.
back.
Very false.
You guys had girl talk. No,
Very false.
Hey, you think that every female likes you, which is crazy.
I dated one of the women that worked at that certain store that I
one
worked
of the
at.
woman.
One of the women. One of the women.
Classy, Ed, classy.
Mm.
No, it's just crazy. That bank story is crazy.
It is crazy.
I've
I've never heard of a
Yeah.
cash.
given.
Uh,
Yeah, that's
Reversal.
ridiculous. That is,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and the fact that no one can explain it.
No one could.
It took
And here's the-
hours to fix. That's crazy.
Oh, it took no days.
It took days.
I just got it somewhat resolved today. They said,
Now,
He got
did you-
resolved and
hold on
he
now,
still doesn't
hold on
have the
now.
money.
Stop.
No, I
Stop.
didn't.
Ed Underground. Ed Underground.
yes, dark side.
Did you ask to speak to the manager?
I actually did not.
So who are you talking to the entire time?
This is why.
I
This is
talked.
why.
Hold on.
The
No,
ATM.
You
no.
need to
Yeah.
start
Hold on.
yelling and screaming.
You went
No.
to ATM like what the fuck ATM? What the fuck, bro?
So
Bro.
I did not ask to speak one, but I did speak to several. I think 4.
At the
You
branch,
didn't speak.
or
You didn't speak to the manager. Trust me.
the
You did
man?
not speak to the for a bank to not produce $300 when they fuck up,
$320.
when they screw up like that for
Of
a bank
course.
to
Yeah. Of
You didn't
course,
speak
they
to the
don't.
manager.
No, they don't.
Yeah,
They don't
I'm
care.
not gonna
You,
lie.
No, no, no.
you,
Hold on.
you
Hold on.
didn't. You didn't.
Yes, I did. Yes, I did.
You spoke to
No,
Joey,
no, no.
who's like
Here-
part time there, and then he's going to
spun-
Amazon
no,
to unload
what
boxes.
happened?
The
What
assistant.
happened?
Yeah, you couldn't
he
do
spun
it.
around.
Sorry.
Joey
With
Joey spun
every-
around like, hey,
Yeah.
do you need to talk to the manager? Ed's like, yes,
Yeah.
please. So Joey
Walk
turns his,
out. Yeah.
Turns to sad.
Ed's like, hello, how are
my
you?
name is Joey. Can I help you?
It's like, hi,
every-
Joey. I was just talking to the last guy.
With every bank,
Ed's like, great. I got to explain all this again. Anyways,
no, with every bank, if you mess up something financial, then they want your money now. But when they mess up on something financial, which is in my case rare, they won't wait on you hand and foot. They'll take 10 days.
I
for
don't know,
something to happen.
man. I mean,
but
you
the
are
thing
right,
is,
but
it's a cash deposit. There's
I
no.
mean, I took a
such
screenshot of it. and
in
everything.
this service, I mean, it's a bank, man. I'm just
It's a
telling you,
bank.
I'm in like a similar kind of, service
guy.
kind of business. So
Kinda
like if
service
somebody
you cut
came up
in.
to me,
They should
Huh?
be able to copy the 350.
the thing
whatever
is
it
like
was.
if I ran a bank that has money and you have an account and I can see the error and I could track the error and you have receipts and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, you're probably on camera, like depositing the money, waving
Yeah,
to the
I'm on
camera.
Right.
Like all of this stuff is on there. Like, I mean,
I know.
Well,
That's
didn't
what
they
makes
tell
it
you
I'm
that
so-
they
telling you,
don't
my
check the
man, you
cameras?
did not speak to the manager.
I did speak to the manager.
Well,
I
if you
speak
look-
to 4.
If you look at our chat, they pretty much said you should have. So one part they say they should have had. You should have had to
Yep.
double down your electric. Your electric got cut off. So you should have told a stop story like, "Hey, my kids are starving right now." Blah blah blah.
Mhm.
They said,
You make it their problem.
Yeah, you
You
say,
make
hey,
it.
You
Mhm.
pretty much go up
But
there.
I
and just-
can't. I couldn't bring a kid there because you're out of town. So I mean, I can't like bring you in and like
Okay,
say,
yeah,
hey,
you got
help
you,
a little
yeah,
Timmy
yeah,
here.
alright, okay.
Black-
Black,
Sick
Black
burger.
Girls Hack. Black Girls Hack just said, or bring any black woman. Now, let me tell you something.
Wow.
black
From
women-
someone who's been like I said,
on
there
the
is-
receiving
I'm-
end of
like I
Black
said, I'm in a
Rage.
similar type of
No,
business
I-
where I have to deal with certain peoples, right?
What the
Uh-huh.
fuck?
And it's-
What was that?
Hold on now. Hold
No.
on now.
What?
Hold on now.
Oh,
I'm willing to
Ah,
go to war. I'm willing to go to war with
Uh-huh.
certain people, but there's certain people I'm like, this ain't worth it, man. It's your $20. Get the hell out of here, man. Go, man. All right. I don't want to hear about your electric bill and all this stuff. I'm telling you, you didn't speak to the manager because nobody who has to deal with the general population, trust me,
That's true. That's
will
true.
want to deal with someone, especially when you fucked up, when you did it and you can see it. Holy crap, look, this is all us.
Yeah.
Basically, here, Ed, you are not only entitled to your $300, you are entitled to then some. Then some.
Then some. Yeah.
You
should.
could have gone to let me tell you, you could have gone to them and say, I'm about to be evicted. My dog is dying. I need I'm broke. I don't have $300. What are you gonna do for me, David? You go find the manager, look at his name. You messed up. You should have brought a black woman. You
You really
would have
should've,
walked out of there $1,000
No,
easy.
No, dark side is not kidding. Black women, when it comes to
Mhm.
like jobs like customer service and so forth,
Yeah, I know.
like especially when they have to do like disputes and so forth with customers,
Mhm.
black women excel at those jobs. And it's not even being a stereotype, it's just the truth.
It's just the
Black
truth.
women do excel at those jobs because first, ain't nobody got a mouth like a black woman. So when a black woman gets in your ass, like, because certain women, they just be in your ear, be like, all right, you're just annoying. Like, shut the fuck up. Just leave me alone. A black woman comes after you, you're like, fuck, you know what? Whatever you want, man. Just shut the fuck. I'll do whatever you need. Whatever you need me to do, I'm just gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, like I'm not gonna lie, I'm the nice guy. Like I'm more of the physical, violent guy. If like physically something needs to be done, but if I need somebody to jump on the phone, oh yeah, I'm calling my wife. Like, hey, you need to talk to this customer service person. And I've done it before where I've talked to them and they've been like, oh yeah, Mr. Martin, there's nothing we can do. Sorry. I hang up like. I go, it's the walk of shame to my wife.
You're
To
like,
my-
okay.
baby, they said they couldn't do nothing. She like, fine. It's almost like like Thanos. Like, fine, I'll do it myself. And she'll call. I promise you, within 5 minutes, she's literally called the exact same people I called in 5 minutes. Got the resolution that we wanted. Got an upgrade. They gave us a verbal apology. They wrote us an apology. They actually drove to our house, gave us some Chick-fil-A because they were upset that we were upset. And yeah, and then we got a new car too.
Like,
So, it's crazy.
this is all true. What he's describing, I have been in, like, then some. When I say then some, what you are owed and then some, I mean, U.S. Bank, I don't know what they have. Traveler's checks on hand. I don't know if they could have gotten you a cruise. Man, I'm telling you, if you came in with the right story.
A coaster.
Yeah.
It's like that one, and then and also threaten to go live. Just be like, okay, I'm going live. You know, like, I mean,
All-Star.
All-Star. Yeah, it could have been. Yeah, you could have got a lot of money. You could be rich right now. You could have actually just not shown up to the podcast because you're so filthy rich.
You would have been trending on Twitter or TikTok right now.
You really would have.
Really, and your GoFundMe would have been insane.
Oh my god! You know, you could have probably made $300,000.
Yeah, easy.
Yeah.
Anyway,
easy.
The point is,
U.S. Bank, the president of U.S. Bank, would be crawling on his hands and knees to your front door,
begging me,
please.
Exactly.
Yeah, begging you, please.
Yeah, like you could have.
He's a briefcase full of money.
You could have photoshopped them with like a Klan's outfit on. Like, look at U.S. Bank. Look at they hate black people.
You could have.
Yeah. Oh man. If you Ed Underground, if you asked to see the manager and the manager's like an old white guy.
God. That
it's just
the two that I saw in person were.
Yeah, you want to re-roll. You asked for a re-roll. Go to a different branch. Re-roll. Re-roll, baby. Re-roll. Baby. You should have just been like, you just wait for the manager to come out and be like, nah, re-roll. Re-roll.
And just found a limited money hack right there. Unlimited money hack.
And then another black branch manager, another woman comes out.
Wear a low cut shirt.
Yeah, let me be a black manager. He's like, shit, it's all over now. Oh man. I haven't laughed like that in a long time. Thank you. And that was entertaining.
Yeah, it was pretty good. That was good.
Thank you for that.
Don't use US Bank. If you have US Bank, don't use US Bank.
Yeah, sorry for your plight, but it was yeah. Really quick before we kick off into the topics, I did promise you guys a very, very eventful sneaker corner. Bringing it back, baby. Bringing it back. So really quick, I want to keep it quick because we got a lot of stuff to talk about. So the shoe, as everybody said that was going to be, was officially the South Park Adidas shoe. But I've actually came the next day after the podcast. I thought it was going to come much later, but it actually showed up. So here it is, finally in the flesh, the South Park Tally.
Oh yeah,
Tally shoe.
Tally shoe.
Oh, there's the eyes.
There's the eyes.
Now is that real towel material?
That is literally real towel material.
What is that called? Terry cloth? Is that what the?
It's almost like a terry cloth.
Polyester. No, not polyester.
No, polyester is
cool.
Like more of a.
That is cool.
Yeah, but this is actually a towel-based material. And then when the eyes, when the sunlight hits the eyes, which I haven't taken it outside yet, the eyes turn bloodshot red. So
they turn red.
Yeah, they actually turn.
Turn bloodshot.
It's really hard to see, but if you look in the camera, I don't know if I can pull it up in the camera. It's really hard to see.
That's sneaker technology, baby.
You can see like the actual veins.
That is cool.
There's actual veins in the eyes.
Man, that is actually cool. The material.
Oh yeah, I can see them.
Yeah, I see it.
So actual
cool
actual veins in the eyes, turns bloodshot red. For people that don't know about Tally, he's a character on South Park, who is a genetically modified towel who gets high.
Who is addicted to marijuana.
He's very addicted to marijuana. Yeah. At one point, he does get clean, I think.
He does. He relapsed hard, though. Yeah.
Doesn't he also go into like hard drugs eventually?
He does.
I remember him like shooting up.
Yeah, he eventually starts shooting up.
That's the life of a towel.
Yeah. So that's the whole point of the eyes getting bloodshot. So Black Girl's Hack says, wasn't her prototype on point? Which yes, it was. We do have a towel over there that's almost the exact same color as this Tally shoe. So really good job on that. But yeah, that's the Tally shoe. Really excited about it. One day I will wear them outside, but they're just really a cool collector's item. That really cool story. I mean, South Park it's still popular today, but it really was popular more in our younger era. So
the best era.
Yeah, it's just a really cool thing to have. So just glad I got to get it. But enough of that. I told you it was gonna be a quick sneaker corner. And coolest sibling. I mean, one day I can get you a pair if I like you enough. So jumping into the next topics that we really want to talk about. What do you want to kick off first? Do you want to kick off the small stuff first, and then, or you want to go right into the big stuff?
We can start by
up to you. Go ahead.
The first item on the list, right?
Yeah, we can talk about the Mario trailer. Sure.
Mario trailer.
Yeah.
Did everyone watch it?
Yes.
Yep.
Sure.
Yep. You were
Yes, I've
you're the
seen
one-
it. Yes.
of course. You linked it to us, and we're like,
Of
all
course I
excited.
did.
Which actually, I thank you because I totally forgot about that. That trailer being released.
Mixed reactions online seems like.
Yeah.
I can understand why.
Yeah, I can
Oh,
understand.
can
why.
you? Okay.
But
Yeah.
I mean,
I can only understand the first part of it. Actually, was really cool. I can't.
Oh,
lie.
the first part is great.
Yes.
It's actually
Jack Black,
good. Jack Black as
very
Bowser.
good Bowser.
I did not
Nailed it.
expect him to
Very
do so
good.
good with
Very
Bowser.
good.
Like, Bowser never talks. I don't think he's ever talked before in the past.
Just makes like
No.
grunts.
He'll talk, but it's just the
Just
like
Roars.
garb,
Yeah.
the gibberish.
Yeah.
Yeah. Roar,
Just
roar.
like evil laugh. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So listening to him like this time, I mean, I'm not gonna lie. Jack Black, he's a phenomenal voice actor and he's a phenomenal actor. I do like him as an actor. To see him as Bowser, I never thought in a million years that I would see
But
that.
Jack Black,
It's pretty awesome.
It was when
Jack
I heard
Black
it
basically
first,
doing Jack Black voice.
yeah,
but
Just
it works.
deeper.
Actually, it works.
It
it
works.
works. It
Which
fits.
works.
Because when I first heard, I'm like Jack Black. 'Cause I do love Jack Black too, but just I couldn't see him as Bowser. And now that I saw the
Actually-
trailer, I'm like, oh, that's Bowser.
yeah.
I actually saw him as Bowser more than I saw Chris Pratt as Mario. Because Jack Black, he seems more animated and he seems like he'll get into the character and he'll do what he can to make the best voice. I mean, he's been in other movies too, animated movies. So I saw him more a better fit for Bowser than I saw Mario, Chris Pratt.
Well, okay. So I mean, let's get to the main
Yes, to the main
crux
thing.
of the controversy here.
Sure.
The
Mhm.
universal reaction seems to be, and correct me if I'm wrong, visually everyone thinks it's gorgeous.
Yeah.
Everyone
Yes.
kind of were taken by Jack Black's Bowser. Everyone liked
Mhm.
the
Mushroom.
like what they showed, the Bowser
Yeah.
stuff, all that stuff.
Yeah, all that.
Yeah.
The one thing that everyone's hung up on is Chris Pratt's voice, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So shouldn't we? I mean, the people who designed this film obviously spent the time to cast the voices, right? Isn't it possible?
Mm,
Isn't it
Oh,
possible?
God. Here you
I
go.
mean,
this sounds like a Sonic apologist right here. Like,
it does sound like
I would
Sonic.
never
Oh, come on.
apologize for
Sonic
Sonic.
was better than this.
Nah, I would never apologize to Sonic.
no. The first Sonic that was released. That
the
first trailer-
original, the true
Yes,
Sonic.
the true Sonic.
Oh,
The
that's
real
my
the
Sonic.
ugly
Wanted.
Sonic.
That's my Sonic.
Yeah, see,
That's my Sonic.
that's
That's
why.
your
That's
Sonic?
why.
That is what the trailer, the director, the studio intended to produce.
And this is why
Not this
Darkseid.
travesty.
That's what everything he's saying right now is full of shit because
Yep.
obviously he thinks that Sonic was a better Sonic than the Sonic that we got.
Well, they're all
Yep.
garbage. Sonic, by definition, is a garbage character. So I'm
And they
not
made-
going to
Oh,
die
they
on the
made
Sonic
bank.
Hill,
I don't know
but
about
Sonic-
that.
Yeah, that's-
You're
I'm not
just
going to
mad.
die
No.
on the Sonic
No.
Hill, but I'm
No,
going to
no, no.
say that the
No.
original Sonic was the
Here.
best Sonic.
He's not going to
Here-
die on the Emerald Hill of Sonic.
And that emerald, what is it? Cool.
You
I
would
forget
know.
the name of the
See,
thing.
here's the
I don't
thing. Here's the origin story of Darkseid's hatred for Sonic. He didn't have Sonic when he was younger. Even though he wanted Sonic, he didn't have Sonic when he was younger. He only had Mario. So therefore, his hatred for not having Sonic has grown into this
More.
hatred for
Are
Sonic.
you
and
saying?
Sonic fans.
At Underground? Are you saying that the Sonic games are better than the Mario games?
I'm not saying they're better.
No. What are you saying? Because
I'm saying-
you're saying that
No, no.
I as a
I never said it was
child.
better. I never said it was better.
So
It's
why
an
would I,
alternative
as a
to Mario.
child, want to play Sonic?
A lot of people, when they were a child, wanted to play Sonic. And you say you didn't have Sonic when you were a kid, but you
I didn't. My
wanted-
cousin
you wanted
did.
Sonic.
I certainly played Sonic.
And to
I
this
played
day, the hatred for not having your own boils inside.
As a child, I vividly recall hating that game. I mean, I threw it.
Because you lost?
Away.
Did you walk out?
No,
when
I
you
just
started
don't.
playing?
I didn't like the
Of
game. It
course
was
you walked
dumb.
out.
He just walked
No,
out.
I was not mature enough to walk out. Anyone who says they were
Did you
mature
walk out
enough,
of the theater?
I was a child, of course. a child doesn't walk out of a theater. That would be a lie. But anyways, I mean,
wow.
what I will say, you know what? Genesis was cool. I threw that Sonic cartridge like crazy. I put in X-Men right away. That was a great game for Genesis. Both
Yes, it is
X-Men
a good
games.
game.
Ooh, no,
That's
no,
all I
X-Men
played.
2.
X-Men 2, where you get to play as Magneto.
Yeah.
Sick as hell.
Yeah.
Anyways, all right.
Ooh, that was
I'm
so cool.
not hating on Genesis. I'm just
You
saying
had to
Sonic is
keep
garbage.
hitting the reset button so you get the actual character you wanted.
Yep. By the way, that first X-Men game starts with gameplay. Did you ever play that game?
Yeah,
first
I
X-Men?
owned it.
Yeah, there's no like you put in the game and it starts. There's no like
that's
title
X-Men
screen.
2.
Is that 2?
Yeah,
I
the
don't
first
remember.
one, like the first
first
one
X-Men
had a
title
is way different. And it's way more of a platform.
Okay, X-Men 2. Is that the one where you fight the Brood? There was a Brood level I remember.
You fight
I
the guy
can't remember, but
has
the
like,
one
a
that starts with
dimension
just
TVs.
gameplay is X-Men 2.
The
Yeah.
TVs.
All right. Anyways, it was beside the fact.
What you were saying?
Okay, let's go back to Mario.
Hmm?
Man, shut
Damn.
the.
Sorry.
Let's talk about Mario. Let's talk about X-Men.
Mario.
for a second.
Okay. Yeah.
No,
so
okay,
I mean,
no,
X-
all right,
let's
let's
go
go
to
to
Sonic.
X-Men.
Let's go back to
When?
Sonic. Let's go back to Sonic.
Oh, Sonic.
Going back to Sonic.
Yeah. Sonic,
Yeah,
because
we're
Sonic
all over
was
the place.
actually because you're full of shit. Like Sonic 1, this first Sonic, the original Sonic looked like
Yeah.
shit.
What's
Yes, it
BGH?
did.
Black Girls Hack.
Oh.
Yeah. So with Sonic, the first initial showing of Sonic was bad. Everyone was
Yes.
like, "What the fuck is this?" Sonic has teeth. Sonic has eyes that are actually separate.
Tiny
Like,
eyes.
Yeah, like
He was
Oh,
a
wait, you're talking about the
deformed
movie?
human
Yes, the movie.
thing,
Yes.
animal
No.
crossover.
I disagree.
oh, of course you.
I thought you were talking about Sonic 1, the game.
No, you're because you're
No,
a contrarian.
no,
You're a
no,
contrarian.
no.
Sonic 1 is garbage.
No.
You're full
I
of
was
shit.
like agreeing with everyone. I was
No.
like, yeah, absolutely.
No,
No, you're
you
being
knew you were talking about
contrarian.
the movie.
Yeah, you're being a contrarian. You
Go on.
know that Sonic, that first Sonic was absolute bullshit. It got improved, and it looks good. It looks better now.
Nope.
It looks
Nope.
absolutely better. Now I'm not
Absolutely
saying
He's smiling. He's
yeah,
smiling.
He's smiling because he knows it's the truth.
Look,
Now,
I mean, I will say again, and I repeat, both
is my
Sonics are garbage. But
okay,
Both
the
Sonics
original
are good.
Sonic, the original one,
Both Sonic. See the game.
no, are you, wait.
and the
yeah,
movie.
the one with the
Wait.
teeth.
No, he's talking about the movies.
No.
Talking about the
He's saying
movies,
no.
too.
He's clarifying. He said the one with the teeth is the best Sonic
Is the
because
best.
he
one.
says that is the
Oh
true.
God.
That is the true
That is
vision.
that is the intention of when they were like someone put pen to paper and said we're going to make a Sonic movie, and the writers and everything you watched, if you liked the story or whatever was there, if you liked the pitch that Jim Carrey was in the room going, that's great, that was the real Sonic.
No.
Everybody signed up for that Sonic.
No.
Don't fool yourself. Don't kid yourself.
No, we
So when you
Even
watch
non-
Sonic 2, know that that's not the true Sonic.
Even
And then they fixed
non-Sonic
it
fans thought that was
In
terrible.
the same way that they should fix the Mario movie.
exactly.
Ooh.
Just because
Cool sibling. Damn Hedgehog. She's
Yeah,
right.
I mean, no. Just because
What?
Jim Carrey was in there talking about, yeah, this is the Sonic. No one cares. What
And
the
why
fans
does
want.
Jim Carrey have like ultimate say on the way that he's an actor?
I don't know.
No, he just brought that up to bring up something. He's
Yeah.
literally just being an asshole. Just being an
He
asshole.
is.
Yeah, I'm
course
really
he is.
just trying to kill time. Move
Of
on.
course he
Yeah,
is.
yeah, he's an asshole.
All right, back
So,
to Chris Pratt.
Chris Pratt.
And I stand
should they
by what I
revoice him?
said.
Should they revoice him? You guys
You're the
think?
only
No.
person.
I don't think
They're
they should
not
revoice
going
him.
to.
Yeah, this is.
They should, but I don't think they're going
It's
to.
too late.
Well, it's not. No, it's not too late. I think the problem is that Chris Pratt is still. He's not bad in it. It's not the Mario voice that we want to hear. But at that point, you're just gonna be faking the Mario
A New
sound.
York accent.
Yeah, like I mean, Mario's really cool when you hear "Let's go" and all this other BS.
It's like, oh,
Exactly.
Yeah,
But to hear
that's
a
what
whole
they should
movie-
have gotten.
But-
Well,
But to hear a whole movie of that, like, hey, this is me.
Oh,
I'm
that's
Mario,"
true.
like,
you're right.
maybe
He's
it's-
got to.
Oh,
He's got to
yeah.
emote. He's got to act.
Yeah, he actually got to act.
There's
So,
gonna be more than quips and one-liners.
"Let's
he's gotta be
go,
able-
I don't know,
listen
but
to
even
me."
even like in the old school cartoon, they give him more of like
Yep.
a weird gravelly voice, and it still worked.
I know,
It
but
still worked,
whatever
but-
direction that the team like this was a conversation that was had in a room. What is the voice going to be?
No, it wasn't that. It was how can we get more money in?
Huh?
How can we get more money in?
How? Okay, explain to me
Let's get
how.
a-
Explain to me. Go ahead.
let's get a known actor from
Mhm.
a known movie or franchise.
I know, but if you get Chris Pratt, can you Italian it up? That's all they needed to do.
well,
Yeah,
hey, it's not really there. I noticed there's
Right, so
a
I
slight New
think
York
there-
accent towards the
There
end.
is.
That was it.
There is a
Yes, he
there is a
does.
New York accent.
Yes, he does have. Well, he's from Boston, so he does have a Boston type accent, but and that's not New York.
Oh, Mario's Candy
yeah.
from Boston?
Yeah.
No. I'm talking about
No,
Chris Pratt.
Yeah, I
Oh.
think he's actually from Boston.
Oh, I'm going
It's a
by
Southie accent.
the first
Yeah.
Mario movie too. Wasn't the
Mario.
first?
Yeah,
Southie
the
Mario.
Hey Mario, go park the car.
Go back to cat.
Car
Yeah.
by the bar. You go.
We
real
could have gotten
far.
Ben Affleck. Would be great.
Yeah, Ben Affleck would been awesome.
Ben Affleck as Luigi.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right. But the thing is that ultimately, at the end of the day, I think we need to give it a chance.
Oh, I'm
Yeah,
giving.
I'll give it a
chance.
chance.
Yeah, I mean, 'cause
I
I think
just-
they've done so well overall. Like the whole that it's really great that they start the whole movie with the Bowser scene because the Bowser really set the tone, and it was
Yes.
actually it was funny. It looked gorgeous. It was a great little action set piece and so forth. So they did a really good job with the Mario. The voice might be off, but will I still see the movie? Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
even
Yeah,
the
same
voice
here.
is
I'll
off,
watch it.
like Chris Pratt. I like Chris Pratt as an actor. I think he's relatively funny. He's good. Obviously, like when he has his quips, he's really good at comedic timing. From Parks and Recreation to
Wasn't he in The
Star-Lord.
Office also for a
He was in the
time?
Office and all that.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think he's gonna do a good job. I think if I'm gonna have a raw Mario voice, I'd rather it be him because I know that he could deliver comedy if needed.
Well, I'm hoping he can deliver. Like every voice that was on screen in the trailer was pretty good. Bowser, I forgot the wizard's name that's on Bowser's team, one of the Koopas or whatever.
I forgot.
Even
Forgot that
Toad.
too.
Toad was from what's that comedy show on Comedy Central?
Keegan Michael Key and Peele.
Yes, even that was like pretty good. Like wow.
Oh yeah, they made him less annoying. Could you imagine if it was on from the video games?
Exactly.
but
Someone's
it
got to
would-
make. Someone's got to make these decisions. So what I'm saying is, I bet you they tried.
Yes,
Chris Pratt.
I get it.
Italian
You love
accent.
Nintendo. Jeez.
But no, all I'm saying is
I do love Nintendo.
I love Nintendo too. But I'm saying
No, you're not. You're a fake fan.
Oh, I'm the better fan that you are. But
Well,
anyways,
you're a
all I'm
Sonic fan,
saying,
bud, and that's okay.
I am a Sega and Nintendo fan. I was there.
Guys,
back in-
who's the
back in-
Nintendo fan here? Who's the Nintendo fan here?
I was
I
on the
am.
side.
I'm
Do
gonna
you
Do you
say
have
one-
this on
Ed.
your wall?
But the thing
Don't
is,
worry, I
do
got you, Ed.
own-
I'm saying Ed. Ed's a bigger Nintendo
But the thing
fan.
is Ed, do you have a Game and Watch mini console?
Did you
Mint
mindlessly
condition? Mint
spell?
condition?
No, because
Mint condition in box?
No.
Huh? Do you?
Never
No,
played it
because-
before?
Not out of choice,
Hold
just
on,
because you're
no,
too lazy.
No, because I'm not only a Nintendo fan. I'm
Mm-hmm.
also not an idiot to buy something.
Oh shit!
Ooh.
Damn, he's on fire
Damn.
today. He's on fire today.
He's on fire. He said, "I'm not." an
He
idiot."
woke up on the wrong
is
side
it,
of the
is it a blue moon out there today or something? The
The
hell?
what?
Yeah, it's like it's on fire recently.
Something going on.
I don't know.
I think Jupiter's aligned with Venus or something.
Yeah, the Mercury is definitely off. I was gonna say that the Mercury is definitely off.
Talk about
Yeah.
Sailor Scouts.
Yeah.
Huh?
You talk about Sailor Scouts. What's going on here?
No. No.
All righty.
So all right. So
Okay.
overall, we
Anyway,
are-
so I mean, it's a wait and see kind of situation,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, wait
Yeah.
and see.
I think overall we're in agreement that it looks like it's going to be a good movie. It's probably
It
gonna
looks
make a lot-
beautiful.
yeah, it's going to
Looks
make a lot
gorgeous
as
of
hell.
money. I don't
Yeah.
think it's going to be a flop. So I think
No.
Nintendo did a really good job. Who's the studio behind this? Is it
Illumination.
yes.
Illumination.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
They did really
Hey,
good.
all
job.
right. If I see a one minion cameo,
Minion? It's
I
gonna
will
happen.
lose it.
You will.
You know it's gonna happen.
I'm afraid we might, or Rabbids might
It's
be.
gonna be a
in here.
Well, you know what? Well, hold
100%
on.
rabbits.
I'd rather see a Rabbids cameo than a Minion cameo.
But it's Illumination, so more than likely it's gonna be a minion.
I know.
Yeah, it's going to be Minion.
Yeah, it's gonna
Now, Miyamoto, who is heavily involved in the production of this film, so you
Mhm.
got to have faith in the man. You got to have faith in Miyamoto. Has said that there's going to be lots of Easter eggs,
Of course there is.
and like I can't wait for the Nintendo Easter eggs. There's going to be tons of
You're gonna see
there's-
consoles. You're gonna see consoles in the background.
yeah,
You're
like all
probably
kinds of
gonna see
Smash Brothers stuff,
Smash Brothers stuff. Yeah, you're gonna see a lot of that, which is actually kinda cool.
references to stuff.
Yeah, I definitely want to see like a Kirby reference. I'm not gonna lie. Like, no,
Oh
there's-
yeah, oh yeah.
that's why I'm kind of like excited for this movie because I think there's gonna be a lot of cool things in there. Like, when's the last time we seen a big Nintendo mashup like this? I mean, we saw it before in Ready
Never.
Player One. I think wasn't there? some
No,
Nintendo
I don't think
references?
Nintendo. I don't think
Pokemon.
Nintendo.
Yeah, they
The
have,
wizard.
What's Pokemon in there? No, Pokemon
No.
is Pokemon is its own company, so it can't.
No, I'm saying the movie Pokemon.
The Pokemon movie. Yeah,
Pikachu.
Detective Pikachu. But again,
yeah,
that's
sure,
not.
sure.
It didn't have all the Nintendo stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
So, but
Now let me.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
No, go
Sorry.
No, go ahead.
I was gonna jump off of this. Are you still in Mario?
No, I'm done. No, I was gonna.
I was gonna
jump
say-
off, yeah.
I was gonna still stay in the neighborhood here. I was thinking like this looks so beautiful, and if this goes well for Illumination, do you want to see him take on a Zelda movie in the same like animated, like
Ooh.
really beautifully Pixar level animation? I think all the
like it.
Nintendo
Yeah, I would like
properties,
it for
Metroid,
sure.
Kirby, all of them. Illumination. What if this opens the door? We can get some really cool looking stuff. I would love to see a Zelda.
Yeah, I will.
Zelda. I
Not
mean,
in
Kirby
the
would be the
same way
next
as
Kirby.
Mario.
logical step because of
The theme-
marketability.
Yeah, the theme of
Yeah.
marketability.
You think
Zelda would be
Kirby's
hard.
more marketable than Zelda? I disagree.
For
Well, I think
families,
Kirby
yeah.
is
I think
easier
Zelda's
to
more-
do than Zelda.
Yeah, but I
Yeah,
think
I agree
Zelda
with that.
has instant brand, like the diehards will
Oh, yeah.
want it, and
Yeah.
then that will
But
create.
I'm saying if
that
you're
will create
thinking like
waves.
families, if you're thinking of like
Right.
family
They'll all
movies,
get pulled in.
Kirby is much more.
Because
Of
you gotta remember, Zelda is still.
No, I
mature.
don't disagree.
Depends on what Zelda you're doing. Like if you're doing like.
Yeah.
I would say like Ocarina of Time art style. Like I mean,
Oh, no.
I mean, if they
I'm
make
not-
it like a very young Link,
Yeah.
Mhm.
then yeah. But
Wind
if they make it
Waker.
an adult Link,
Wind Waker.
then
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, you
I
don't
think
wanna
Wind
do
Waker's a
Twilight
little too
Princess.
stylized.
Yeah, you
Well,
can't
it
do
would
Twilight
fit.
Princess.
Princess, no.
It would
I mean,
fit
they'll put their
for-
twist on it. so.
Even like Skyward Sword, even Breath of the Wild, all these have like Breath of the Wild, Skyward Sword have very nice character designs that are lend easily to Illumination's
Style.
wheelhouse.
It would
Yeah.
they'll have to
Hmm.
definitely change it a little bit. I couldn't
Sure.
like if you took it in the Mario lens, no.
Mhm.
But like if you change the animation to be a little bit more
Think of-
mature, sure.
Think of
or cell shade like
where's that?
Wind Waker. Like kind of like that.
Sure, Wind Waker. But I was thinking, if you want to think of an action perspective, think of that Dragons franchise, that How to
How to
Train
Train Your
Dragons.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's an action franchise with a similar aesthetic and art style that I would say would lend to, like, you could see a Zelda movie
But the problem
in
is
that wheelhouse.
But the problem is that you're gonna
You gotta
fall into
speak.
this. He has to speak, and, the
And then
thing
that's
is,
where you
He
get
does.
that's where you get Chris Pratt again, baby.
No.
All right.
Jeez.
God, no.
Baby.
Who's the other like over
Hey, what's up, guys?
star out there
Yeah.
aside from Chris Pratt? That's who it would be.
What, Chris Hemsworth? I don't know.
Because Chris Pratt is in everything.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm
well,
saying. They would have to grab another person of that ilk.
Yeah.
Eddie
it-
Murphy. Let's get Eddie Murphy.
no,
Eddie
let's stop. He could be a great.
He's
Ganondorf.
primed to be back.
Yeah.
Mike
Um,
Myers.
No, it's just it's
He's like, get it, can't touch my ass. Remember?
Yeah.
Oh my
no Zelda. I think Zelda would be hard to do. Kirby,
But
I
it's
think
possible.
It's possible, absolutely possible.
Yeah.
I think
I'm
Kirby
just
is
thinking
more
if this
marketable.
is if I agree with you, there's marketability in Kirby.
Yeah, because
But I
it's
think there's-
fluffy. It looks
Sure.
Kitty.
It's like a mini.
it-
it's like easy
cute.
to sell.
You can turn it into plushy so
Ah.
easily. You
Toys.
can do all
The
these
term
little
is it's
things, yeah.
toyetic, remember?
It's very
Toyetic.
toyetic.
Yeah, very
Extremely
toyetic.
toyetic.
Yeah,
But I
well,
think that Zelda has that what is the unfilmable video game like instant like connection with a lot of fans, and then like I said, it's one of those things where like Doom, the diehards fuel it and everyone else gets pulled in the wake of it and it becomes a big hit, like all these
Yeah.
like niche properties. So
Right.
that's what like I think Zelda's like enough people know about it or have some connection to it
Yeah.
where
But-
it could be big. I'm not saying it is the next thing, but
I would kind of hope it is, but if they do
I
so,
feel like it would be
speaking
the
of,
second
like,
thing.
I was saying like the one that would make the most sense as being after Mario property would be Kirby, but I would prefer a
No.
Zelda one for
I think
sure.
I got the
I
perfect-
think people know more
Oh.
about Zelda than they do about Kirby. But if they
Ed,
ever
Ed,
do a Zelda,
Ed,
yes, yes,
Please
yes.
let the Creamcast speak.
Didn't you
Oh,
interrupt me just a few
please.
minutes ago?
Please, please.
Hey, hold on. a second.
Anyways, like I was saying, I'm
Ooh,
talking.
Ed is.
I know he's
Damn.
spicy today. It
Damn.
must be
Yeah.
like, all the furries are coming out or something. Like his
Yeah,
early
something's
furries,
happening.
like he feels like
No.
he's a man wolf.
It's black and white is doing colors your enemy, my friend.
Right? Yeah. Never to go back to
Wow.
color. Yeah, never go back to color.
I'm all about the color.
Yeah. No, I think F-Zero actually would be a really good series. Because think about it like this. You have Cars.
Star Fox.
Captain Falcon. Captain
Falcon.
Damn.
Yeah.
I mean, you have, think about it like this.
Star Fox too.
Star Fox, you can intermingle worlds at that point. But F-Zero, you already have Cars. Cars, Lightning McQueen is one of the most recognizable characters. Almost one of the most recognizable Pixar characters out there. To a point where there's Lightning McQueen Crocs, like literally Lightning McQueen like merchandise everywhere. So what I'm saying is that if you do something like that and you can make it in that Pixar type of way with F-Zero, I think that'll be an instant.
What if you have your F-Zero movie, and at the end of the F-Zero movie, there's a stinger where
don't tell me multiverse.
Captain Falcon is standing there, and
Super
then
Smash Brothers.
Yeah, the Smash Brothers glove says, what did Nick Fury say in the first stinger? Avengers Initiative? He talks about the Smash Brothers Initiative. Would you lose your mind? Would you lose your mind?
I'm not gonna lie. They actually gave me goosebumps.
Nintendo Universe?
They actually gave me goosebumps.
Okay, all right. Well, none of this is gonna happen. We're going.
All right, nerds, settle down.
I mean,
shut up.
There's a slight possibility.
I think there's more likely possibility in this world we live in than ever.
There's definitely more of a possibility of that happening than Killer Instinct.
Mm-hmm. Or what if?
Definitely.
What's his name? Or what if Captain Falcon or whatever and F-Zero is pulling up to the race line, right? And then next to him, a 1967 black Dodge Charger.
Rolls down
the window, and it's
Toretto. Yeah. That would be good. That would be good. That would be good.
No, I think there could be possibly
the hell out of here.
Because F-Zero's in space.
I like that Tokyo Drift thing.
Yeah, like F-Zero could be in space, and then all of a sudden you see Toretto in space too. Like, yeah, you killed my family. What
is you guys all obviously? I mean, I'm the number one Nintendo fan, but testing your knowledge. What is the Smash Brothers equivalent that links them all together? Is it the glove? The hand.
Wait, say it again.
Like what would the Nick Fury of that universe be? Would it be the gloved hand that connects all these?
No, see, this is why you're a fake.
That's fan. Master Hand. I know that.
Yeah, the glove is the enemy.
Yeah, I know.
But isn't it that
he's recruiting them to the tournament,
right?
Isn't that
the point of Smash Brothers?
Yeah, they're all there to fight.
Chess.
It's a
toys.
toy.
They're all toys.
And the hand represents the person playing the toys.
Yeah.
But if you're gonna say
that's too meta.
The Nick Fury would probably be more like Mario.
I would say that too.
Mario would be the Nick Fury. Yeah. And then
you think Mario would be the one recruiting Captain Falcon?
I would think so. Mario is like the guy of Nintendo.
And then at one point,
what about
Kirby.
Peach? Can Peach do it?
No,
Peach is a woman.
No. I could see more Toad than
Peach. Her place. No.
Wow. Can gender swap?
No,
no gender swapping.
You think men are gonna be led by women? Come on, this is 2022. What do you think? What do you think? This is 2300? Like, no, this is not the future, dude.
Go back to the future.
Yeah, right.
All right.
Like women can lead in the future, not now. I mean, come on. Not with my dead body. No, I think Nick Fury definitely is Mario, and then whatchamacallit, Kirby is kind of like he'll be kind of like the Tony Stark a little bit, because he has to go back like in the past. Well, Kirby does it in the past, but he has to just warp away to another universe and so forth. So, I mean, there could be a story. There could actually be a legit story with it. That would be really cool. So, I think
this movie does have Donkey Kong, and I believe Seth Rogen is Donkey Kong.
Yeah, you're right.
You got the Smash Brothers formula ready to go.
And there has been a Sonic movie. So
they're not gonna.
That's down the road.
No.
That would be amazing. That would be amazing if that's the cameo. If it's Bob Hoskins, rest in peace, somehow digitally brought back to life.
What?
No,
that'd be great. Like Sonic. Princess Leia.
Oh yeah, just at the end
CG'd into them.
Yeah,
or
just
like
an awkward cut.
Or Ghostbusters.
Egon.
Oh, goodness.
So
Bob Hoskins is grabbing like Mario's hand as they're about to like defeat Bowser.
Yeah, he's standing there.
Like what? All right, so we all think Mario has a good chance of being a successful movie. We're all excited.
Yeah, absolutely.
Good for that. Next thing.
Before that, I do.
Jeez.
I didn't get a kid fish because you guys interrupted.
Okay. Anyways,
Fools.
so talking about
Anyways,
Spawn.
Yeah.
Right.
No,
before we get to Spawn, I do want to see a Zelda movie, but I don't want to see it in the same way as Mario animation. I would love to see a live action, if possible, live action Zelda movie.
Pass.
Yeah, I'm not looking forward to that. That'll be very hard to do.
Yep.
And I mean, we know live action.
No one would like it. No one would like it. Everyone would be overly critical. No, in this world we live in this world
even
we
if it
live
was
in,
animated, people were overly
okay,
critical.
who would they cast? Who would they cast? Zac Efron is too old.
What's that guy who played the elf from Lord of the Rings? Forgot his name.
Orlando Bloom.
Orlando
Yes.
Bloom.
Maybe
He's like 40 years old.
Hey, dude.
Yeah.
Ed Underground.
Legolas?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Legolas.
Deep fake. Why would you?
Legolas.
You want
why
a
would
deep fake Orlando Bloom instead of casting a younger person.
Well, I can't think of anyone right now. I'm talking
no,
about.
no, no, no. You know what? No, we need to have it because you know what's gonna happen.
What?
They're gonna make Link black, and that is completely
No, dude,
gonna
this
lose
is-
it.
This is
He
Nintendo.
is-
It's
No,
Nintendo.
we know who the black people are in Zelda. That's Ganondorf. Ganondorf is the black
Ganondorf.
guy. All
Would
the
you say
sand
the
people-
Gerudos are all the
Gerudos.
Gerudo? Yeah.
Yeah, the
They're-
Gerudos.
or
and
would
the
you say they're
Gerudos-
Mexicans?
I thought the Gerudos were
Wow.
more like Middle Eastern.
They're more Middle
Yeah,
Eastern.
I've always seen them as Middle Eastern
No,
people.
what's-
That's what I
Because they
thought
have
too.
like
Who's the
palm
stone
trees
people?
and all
Who's the
that
stone
weird
guys
thing.
again?
The Gerudo are the stone people.
No.
the Gerudo are the.
Those are
sand
the
people.
women, right?
Yeah, those are the women.
Yeah.
Yeah,
With
the
Ganondorf
the
is the one
tall, that's the
The
statuesque.
Gorons,
one,
I believe, are the stone
Gorons.
The
people.
Gorons, I'm sorry.
Those
The
are
Gorons
yeah.
definitely
the
are
rock
black
people.
They're the black people.
Yes.
You
Yeah.
guys are the rock people.
No, the black people. The black people. Those are the
Hey,
good
all of the
ones.
races in that game are amazing.
They actually are.
Not the they're actually very cool.
Yeah, they're
Well,
all
we know
cool.
one race that the black people won't be. Those are the water people.
Oh yeah, what are they called? And Mister, I'm the number one. fan.
That's
I forgot, but I
That's
know
the
that's what we're
stereotype.
talking about.
There you
That's
go.
stereotype.
Fake
What?
fan. You can't even
Yeah, Dark Side.
recall the
What?
name. No,
What
no,
is
that's
it?
you, Ed. He doesn't know what the black the water people are called. What are they called? Aren't they like
I forgot.
Zora or something like that?
Yes.
Yes, the Zora.
Zora,
Wow,
there we
you're
go.
the real fan.
Yeah.
Ed,
Wow,
Ed,
that
wow.
underground.
No one here could
You
answer
are.
it.
It has all that stuff
Bunch
in the
of fake
background
fans.
and can't even know what. Oh,
Ed Underground, ladies and gentlemen. The Ed Underground.
Yeah,
Boom.
real Nintendo
Yep.
fan.
Boom.
Yeah,
No,
All
I
right,
would. I
well-
don't want to see Nintendo. I don't want to see a live action Link.
Neither do
I would
I.
love to
Uh,
see one.
It's
A
gonna
good
end up
one.
being like Clash of the
It's not-
Titans, is what I'm thinking of.
No,
Clash
here's the
of
thing.
Titans is
Ed
actually not
Underground.
bad, though. I actually like that movie.
It's going to be something you don't want. You want something like Twilight Princess. You're
Yeah,
not
that's
going to
what I
get
want.
it.
You're
not gonna get it. If they make a live action Zelda, it's going to be aimed at
Ocarina.
no. It's going to be aimed at like general audiences. They're not going to make it dark.
Before you do that, I mean, Twilight Princess is way too dark. That's probably the darkest. If that between that and probably I would say
Breath of the
Majora's
Wild's
Mask.
pretty dark too.
Majora's Mask. Well, Breath of the Wild is pretty dark too.
Majora's
Yeah.
Mask is kinda
Mask is the
Majora's Mask.
darkest.
Majora's Mask is probably the darkest. I mean,
Yeah,
it's
I'll
between
say
Ocarina of Time and Twilight Prince. Or Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask, and Twilight Princess are the three darkest links out there.
Yeah.
I would
Yeah.
think Zelda's not out there. But to do that, you have to have a kind of mature theme. And to do that, I think it would be better to put into like an anime. Like
Anime would make more sense.
Make more
Way
sense.
more sense.
Anime would make
than,
the most sense.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that would make the more
No
most sense.
big studio is gonna want to make a dark movie. They're gonna want to, like Dark Side said, make a kid-friendly movie
Yeah.
that you will not like at all
Yeah,
because they're gonna make it accessible to
and
everyone.
you gotta build it up. You gotta build up to it too. You can't just go like straight out the gate, Dark Link, and he can turn into Wolf, and everybody's dead in the world and so forth. You gotta actually like build up to it. So if you did get yourself a dark Zelda, you have to go through like Link's Awakening.
I don't even know if
You gotta go.
yeah.
But Link's Awakening, I mean, like a lot of these Zelda stories, and when you get past
Link's
like,
Awakening
Awakening would be
Minish Cap.
awesome.
there
Yeah.
are like like all these stories are dark.
I love Minish Cap.
underneath it.
It is a good game.
Yeah, Minish
Yeah.
Cap is pretty good. Four Swords, I like Four Swords too. I like all these other games.
Yeah.
Four Swords. I haven't played that one yet.
But all these games in the background are dark in of themselves. Like even Wind Waker, the fact that the world is pretty dark. Like the world gets flooded pretty much, and lots of people die in that game. They don't explicitly say it. So like to play this game, like have it dark, it's just it's not gonna work. And they're gonna go for the easy buck, which is the family friendly.
I'm telling you, it's that how to build your dragon. Like it's that perfect.
The studios are out to make money,
ground.
not to make like faithful movies.
Yeah, they're gonna aim for the movie to be right at the tween area, and they're gonna slap on nostalgia, and they'll get you to come in there easy.
Because the thing is what is better if it's like I say, it's PG-13. If it's a PG-13 movie, then little kids can't see it. So you just knocked out a huge demographic. But PG-13, adults like us will see it. So for them to capitalize on more people to see it, they're going to make it a G-rated movie or PG, a G or PG movie. And then that opens up a wider demographic. So parents will take their little kids to see it. Now you got the parents seeing it. You got the tweens. You got the teenagers. And then you got old shits like us who are like, hey, I want to see this movie too, even though it's PG.
So, I know. I'm not denying that. I'm just saying I want.
No, I know. Yeah, I know.
Yeah. I got you. I would want the two, but anime makes the most sense.
Yeah, we're just talking about like it just won't work. I don't think Nintendo's gonna go for that, especially with them. Nintendo is very hard to shed that child stigma that they have. They like to keep their games very.
Yeah, their main games they don't like making them anything but like
kid friendly,
family friendly.
Right. So
I would absolutely believe Illumination has plans for other franchises.
Yeah, absolutely. They're definitely in talks. Depending on how well this does, if this movie makes, I think this movie makes over like 500 million on this, like 500, 800 million.
500 million. It's got to hit past 8.
I was saying 5. I'm 500.
He said at least,
domestically 500. If it can make 500 domestically, 500 million is almost guaranteed. We're gonna see another Mario, or we're gonna see more.
And I would put money. I would put money that this hits $1 billion worldwide. Easy.
I think it's
easy.
Absolutely.
Easy.
This is gonna be the type of shit you can see in theaters with kids with Mario cups and so forth. Promotions everywhere. It's definitely gonna happen.
The merchandising is going to be insane.
Yeah, because it's coming out.
Well, there's already merchandise out there. That's what I'm saying. It's going to be so easy for them to spin it off into other things.
Yeah, like Nintendo already.
Not just the movie, yeah.
Yeah, Nintendo already have the merchandise out there. Now this is going to make it more accessible. So, talking about
Spawn.
Talking about other movies that are coming out soon that we kind of been wanting to see. Spawn. So Spawn has been in the works for quite a while. As everybody knows, like the original movie came out, 1995, something like that.
A while ago.
A while back. And
99?
Maybe 99. Yeah, I thought it was in the 90s. But big. It was a cool movie for its time because we didn't get to see. This is kind of the birth of comic book movies coming out, but nobody would have thought in a million years that Spawn would have came out and would have been a series that we would have ever seen. Because Spawn was initially, wasn't that Image? Yes, Image.
Yeah.
So
Image Comics. Yeah.
That's Image Comics outside the comic book world. No one knows Image. It's kind of like Todd McFarlane. I know there was other stuff like what's the chick?
Wildcats.
Oh yeah.
And 13.
What's the chick with she had the blades and all I forgot. I used to watch read the comics all the time.
Zealot? Wildcats?
Is it Wildcats?
Who was that green guy that was a cop? Was that also
Savage Dragon?
Savage Dragon.
Yeah. Is that Image also?
Yep.
Yeah, Bandito Mac probably knows. We used to there was a comic book that I used to have, and it was like Witchblade. Witchblade was not.
Witchblade is Top Cow.
Was Top Cow.
That's Top Cow.
It came much after.
Okay. I thought it was Image still.
But
this is a weird. It was a weird era for like comic books at that time. And
it was a great era.
It was a great era. No, great era. But I'm just saying, like, who would ever thought that
the writing was horrible? But
it was
for Image. It wasn't. Even for Image, it wasn't that good. But the characters were really creative.
It was horrible.
Yeah, the characters were awesome. So I'm saying, you would never have thought in a million years, outside of like the comic book fans, that Spawn would have been a thing. Now, of course, we talked about in the past there was a Spawn HBO show in the back of the day.
Which is
great.
Really good.
Yeah,
Yeah,
very
great.
good. Ahead of its
Really
time.
good.
It was ahead of its
Way ahead
time,
of its
very
time.
mature.
Way ahead of its time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, you at this time you weren't seeing comic book cartoons, especially as gory as this. This was like almost like watching like an HBO after night, like after dark type of shows. These were very graphic, bloody shows.
I
And the
snuck and
voice
watched
was
it.
perfect. It was what's his name? The guy from Halo and all these other movies.
Who?
The voice of Spawn
I don't know.
for the animated
Wait,
series.
voice of Halo?
Yeah,
Wasn't
he
it? I thought it was a
played.
black guy.
He plays like one of the
Master Chef?
admirals or something.
Yeah.
No,
I
not
forgot his
Master
name
Chief.
too. Yeah,
He's
the admiral.
the voodoo guy from the Frog Princess or whatever.
Yeah, he's got a great
Keith
You guys know
voice.
what I'm talking about
Keith
now?
David.
Keith
Yep.
David, thank you.
Keith David.
Yeah, his voice is Spawn. Perfect.
Yeah. So this was. I mean, it's crazy.
Michael
Benny
J.
Max-
White.
Michael J.
Mike-
White is Halo. Michael J. White. What? Michael
J.
Jai
Oh,
White.
Michael
Jai
Jai
White.
White was in the movie.
Well, he's the
No,
actor.
we're talking
He's
about
acting in the
the
movie,
Yeah.
we're talking about the cartoon
Animated
series
series.
for
Yeah.
HBO. Yeah.
I wanted to sneak in to watch when I was a kid.
Yeah, obviously. Yeah, we
Yeah, we
couldn't watch
weren't
that.
supposed to be watching it, and I watched it too. So-
Yeah. But now
What?
they pretty much confirmed what's his name now? Jamie Foxx.
Jamie Foxx.
Jamie Foxx
Foxx.
is going to be Al Simmons. Which
I like it.
yeah, I actually like it. He does
Yeah.
have the Al Simmons kind of vibe. I think Michael Jai White was the perfect looking guy, as close to I guess the comic books, in my opinion. But Jamie Foxx, I mean, he's a phenomenal actor. I love the movies that he's in. So the fact that he's gonna play as Al Simmons and then subsequently Spawn, I think that's a pretty big thing.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah, I think it just kind of weirds me out that I really hope that Spawn this time gets the real good Marvel DC type treatment. That's all I wish.
It depends, because the thing is, the movie has supposedly, it's always in the state of launching, but it never launches.
Yeah.
And I noticed it too with the thing is, what's his name? The creator, McFarlane. So McFarlane wants to make it more of a slow burn, almost horror movie, as opposed as to an action movie, which I'm down for, but I don't know how that's gonna play out. And that if it does go through, it's good that they got Jamie Foxx, because he has way more range than, let's say, Michael Jai White. Because you're right, if you were to grab someone straight out of a comic book, it would be Michael Jai White. He has a physique, he looks just like the character and everything. But acting wise, obviously, Jamie Foxx he's a much better actor.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
we will see.
And
I guess
Problem
how
with
they
this
go.
project, the issue that it's been with this movie is that Todd McFarlane is heavily involved in it, and
Very involved.
like you said, he has a certain vision. Over the years, he said things that have made me go, "What?" Like midi-chlorian type talk, that George Lucas level midi-chlorian talk, where I'm like, "What the hell's he talking about?" So
Yeah.
I don't want Todd. I love the Todd father, but I don't want him to make this movie. He has no experience with
baby,
this.
though.
He needs
That's
to
fine.
hand
It
it
could
to
be his
like a
baby.
competent
It's
director.
anybody's Miyamoto's
Yeah.
baby, but he doesn't want to direct and write it. He needs to hand it to a competent director. Here's why I think Spawn. I like the horror angle of Spawn, and I think you guys ever heard of the studio Blumhouse?
Yeah.
Yes, obviously.
I think
have not.
Blumhouse would, like, they've never done I don't think they've done superhero. Did they do that one?
Didn't they do
serial killer superhero movie?
Brightburn or whatever?
Brightburn, yeah.
Yeah,
So I think that
good movie.
Yeah, I actually
they
liked
would
it.
be, that would be interesting. A horror Spawn movie from that angle would be cool. Otherwise,
and
you're getting
also
just a generic superhero movie. I wouldn't.
Blumhouse is known for they don't give you the most money to make movies, but they allow directors to have their vision come through. So that's why you had movies like Get Out and all these other movies that are like the vision of the director without much interference from the company.
You know who would be a great director?
That would be perfect.
Yeah, actually, Blumhouse they didn't do it.
They didn't do what?
They didn't do
Okay, go ahead.
Brightburn.
Oh.
They didn't?
No, it was Screen Gems.
Who directed Malignant?
Malignant. Let's take a look.
Malignant. That movie's so interesting.
Love Malignant.
That's a good movie.
It took me back to like the really corny slashers when they were experimenting.
New Line Cinema.
New Line, but who directed it?
Oh, who directed it? James Wan.
Yeah, James Wan.
James Wan, yeah.
He would be an interesting director.
James Wan would be the perfect director because he's also not only a proven horror director, but a proven comic book director.
Yeah,
with Aquaman.
Yeah, I mean
Aquaman,
Furious 7,
like I said, the fight
Saw.
sequence in Malignant. There's a kinetic fight sequence in Malignant that's just to this day one of the coolest things I've ever seen. So, really cool. I could see like a director like him make it into a horror film, but like still retain action elements. So.
Yeah, you're right. Just like Malignant, it's not gonna happen. Todd McFarlane.
You never know.
Someone would have to convince him, and he has enough money to not need it.
Here's the thing: the reason why Spawn, which is a very big name, right? It's a very big name. We are way past the superhero bubble. Like that bubble has almost burst. You know what I mean? Like we're way past the peak of superhero movies. Mm-hmm. The fact that a Spawn movie never got made is, and I'm pretty sure, and a lot of people suspect it's Todd McFarlane. Like he does not have.
No, it is Todd McFarlane.
Well, the thing is, like,
everyone I've read it's Todd McFarlane.
It's Todd McFarlane, but like the thing is, this movie, whoever like gets pitched this movie, there's something that he's involved in that's not letting it happen. You know what I mean?
No, yeah, it is. The thing is, he, like I said, he wants it a certain way, and he doesn't want to compromise his vision. So that's why he keeps falling through with other studios.
Away, man.
Because they don't want to. These studios are going to be pouring money into this movie, and they don't want to give full control to someone that has never, directed a movie.
Sure.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
We'll see. We'll see what happens.
Absolutely.
I mean, this movie, it might be like, given the Mortal Kombat treatment. We've heard about Mortal Kombat being reshot and redone for many, many years, and then it comes out and it's just like, oh, it's not bad, but it got sent directly to HBO. So I hope it gets the nice theater treatment like it deserves. So we'll see.
Yeah.
Talking about things coming up from the past and nostalgia, kind of getting wrecked. Let's talk about the latest Scooby-Doo trailer.
Oh, wait, isn't there other stuff before that?
No.
What else was there? That was it?
No, we're gonna talk about Blade and She-Hulk, but I'm just going down the list.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so we saw the new trailer for Velma.
For Velma,
is a HBO series that's gonna be coming out. That circles around the main protagonist, which is Velma. We saw some very interesting things. Primarily that Velma is now brown skinned.
My God.
No longer the freckled white girl that we know. She is now brown skinned. Shaggy is now called Norville. He's black as well.
I didn't even see Shaggy.
Yeah, Shaggy's called Norville. I've seen the Shaggy character.
Yeah,
I haven't seen the Shaggy character.
Look up Shaggy.
Yeah, Norville that's Shaggy's actual surname or something like that.
Oh, so, it is. Yeah, he has a real name.
He has a real name. Right. So instead of calling him Shaggy, they call him Norville. Yeah. So he's black as well.
Fred and Daphne look the same.
Fred and Daphne look relatively the same. Yeah. But so what are you guys' initial thoughts on the Velma trailer?
Hot off the heels, Creamcast, of the last apocalyptic news that Velma is bisexual.
Yes.
What a week for Velma.
No. She's not bisexual.
She's lesbian.
She's a lesbian.
Oh, I'm sorry. I apologize. Yeah. She is lesbian. Hot off the heels of the lesbian revelation. Now you got it's a double whammy. At Underground. How are you?
Are you okay?
Why are you asking me this?
Rough stuff. Rough stuff.
It's been a rough 2 weeks for you, man. Are you okay?
I'm good.
I mean, they're just trampling all over your
childhood. They're trying
to
get you, man. Yeah.
Yeah. So
no, I'm good.
I mean, that doesn't bother you that they're literally race swapping a character out, an established character who we've known for literally decades, now are swapping out, or not even swapping, they're swapping out her race, and then now swamping her race literally because she went from white to black or brown skin. So that's literally, I guess in your term, swamping her.
Science peeps.
And
she's Indian, right?
They think they're trying to base it off Mindy Kaling, but we don't know if she's gonna be black or if she's actually.
We just know she ain't white, and that's the main thing here.
And then on top of that, she's now part of LGBTQ plus.
Oh my god!
So I mean, at this point, the Ed Underground, this is literally going against the tenets of what you stand for. And the fact that they're taking an established character and changing her race, how does it make you feel?
Oh, so stand for. I didn't say what I not stand for.
No, but you said multiple episodes that you don't like it when people are swapped out
just for the
shock value,
cash money,
gender,
right? Ed?
Yeah,
going for that brown money, right?
And completely
that lucrative
take out the story.
Money.
Right.
But I mean, obviously, this is on purpose.
Of course, it's on purpose. I don't think whoever the animator was like,
oops. Oh no,
well, you know what I mean? Like let's take all the what's going on with Hollywood right now and just like dump it onto this TV show. I mean, it's just clearly obvious.
Yeah, is it clearly obvious? I mean, what's so obvious about it?
Oh, Velma is completely turned around.
Completely turned around, like
from what she really is.
Oh, wow. What is she really at Underground?
What is she really at? Please.
I'm sorry, everyone. The owner of Velma has arrived. What is she really at Underground?
He's part. When you actually see Hanna-Barbera, if you zoom in really close, it says Hannah Edward Phelps Barbara. So go ahead,
hey, what can I say?
Registered trademark.
Yeah.
What can I say?
But enlighten us.
Oh yes, but before this was even announced, did anyone even think that Velma was a lesbian?
Yes, we've already talked about that last.
Yeah,
episode.
We talked about this last week. We're not going over that.
But what was your answer?
He said yes. I didn't think about that because
I knew it was long. I said it then. Many people said I've heard it for years.
Yeah,
it was like a running joke my entire life.
It's my first time actually hearing it ever. Okay. And I know people who've actually
look it up. I assure you, it's not. A lot of people have been on the same boat.
I actually know people who've cosplayed as Velma and never crossed their mind. So I'm like, it didn't cross my mind.
I'm just saying it's been a established running idea for many years. Look it up. I'm not. Anyways, we're not getting into all that again.
The question is that why is people cosplaying as Velma have anything to do with the sexuality of the character?
No, I'm just saying people who are who know the Velma lore and all that stuff, who are cosplaying as her. Apparently, if they cosplay as her, they must like her.
You don't need to know the whole lore to cosplay as someone.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, if you cosplay as someone, you must.
You have to know the whole lore.
No, you don't have to know the whole lore, but you would know more than I would.
How many of these chicks out here dress as Harley Quinn and probably can't tell you anything about Harley Quinn other than the fact that she's Joker's girlfriend?
But Harley Quinn is more popular than Velma. So a lot of people who don't even more popular.
Velma's a very popular character.
But popularity has nothing to do with it. If somebody
what I'm saying is that because Velma is less popular than Harley Quinn.
What are you talking about?
No, the ones who are big fans of Velma would know about her more than the typical person who just sort of cosplay as someone else because it's a popular thing. That's what I'm saying.
All right, Darkseid. Now you can go.
Boom.
All right,
Boom.
bitch. I will.
You ripped me none, but go on.
Anyways, Ed, no, the point what we said was you said that everyone who cosplays has to know the lore. So Queencast said, do you think all the women who cosplay as Harley Quinn, and for that matter, all the guys who cosplay as Joker know all the lore? Or have you ever
sure.
But have you ever listened to a cosplayer, like a professional cosplayer? They don't know everything about the lore of the character. They don't know
every bit in detail, but here's what I'm repeating.
They don't even know general stuff.
I'm going to repeat what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Velma is less popular than Harley Quinn. Therefore, if someone who's going to cosplay as Velma must know more about that character because she's not doing it just because
she's not in the side, guys.
I disagree
popular.
that she's less popular as Harley Quinn. They both have title animated series right now.
Well, right now.
Okay, but
right now.
But the thing is that you ask
same
anybody,
with Harley Quinn.
You ask anybody.
That's the first time for her too.
Yeah, actually, Harley Quinn has only become popular recently.
Recently,
you ask anybody on the streets. You ask anybody on the streets for the past decade, 2 decades, 3 decades. Do you know who Velma is off of Scooby Doo? People are gonna be like, "Yes, I know." Or you ask, "Hey, who's in the Scooby Doo cast?" They're gonna say Freddy, Daphne, Velma,
Shaggy, Scooby.
Shaggy, Scooby are the first.
They're gonna be the first. It doesn't matter if they're the first. That's not the point.
Yeah.
The point is that people are going to know who they are. Just like if you say, "Hey, do you guys know anything about Batman?" They're gonna say, "Oh, Batman, Joker." And they might say Robin for some people. But the thing is, it doesn't matter if they come first or second or third. They know who they are. Velma is not some obscure character that no one knows about. Velma and the Scooby-Doo gang have been in pop culture for a very long time. So I think we're getting a disservice by saying, "Oh, Velma, no one knows who she is." Velma
I didn't say that no one knows who she is. I'm saying that
he's just talking about like
Harley Quinn is more popular than Velma.
Harley Quinn is more popular than Velma.
And I would also
as a person who peruses the internet and loves and goes through the darkest of websites.
Rule 34.
Rule 34 and all that stuff.
Yep, cosplays every convention.
Every convention there is a Velma. People want to be a sexy Velma. You go on Girls OnlyFans, especially when they're doing cosplay.
But there are more Harley Quinns at a convention than there are Velmas.
Sure,
yeah, but there's something better about the Velma than
But the thing is, once again, we're playing this whole what's more popular and what it's like saying, oh well,
they're both popular.
It's like
saying, they're both popular.
But the thing is, it's like asking, like, do people know? Let's talk about basketball players. Like, if you say, well, who's the most basketball? Who's the most? Like, you say Michael Jordan. Everybody knows who Michael Jordan is.
Cool.
Exactly. Like, who's that? But if you say somebody like
Ernest, I've never heard of him.
But if you say somebody like a Kobe Bryant, right? People are going to know who Kobe is as well. So it's like, who's going to be more popular? Michael Jordan's obviously going to be more popular than Kobe Bryant.
Yes.
But at the same time, is Kobe still popular? Absolutely. So just by saying, oh yeah, a lot of people know about Harley Quinn, and just because people pick Velma, people still are going to cosplay as her because they know her at face value. They don't need to know her lore. They don't need to know her background. They just know that, hey, Velma's the quirky one. I'm going to dress and cosplay as a quirky girl, but I'm going to make her sexy.
And then Velma is the more popular cosplay than Daphne.
Absolutely.
Yeah, Daphne's boring. Like even the cartoon series, she was pretty boring.
I mean, we're just trying to tell you this is a relevant, popular character. Well, it's always been. There's two live action movies.
I'm passionate about this
that it's not
because it's a fellow Indian getting the main role in this new Velma movie.
You guys are happy for me, right?
I said dark side.
Yeah, I'm very dark side. I saw Velma. I was so happy.
Thank you.
I was like, it's about time.
You didn't say.
I mean, you're being represented now. I'm like Mindy Kaling.
Yeah, forget Miss Marvel.
Can you guys just swap out your one actress that is in everything? Yeah, can it be someone else other than Mindy Kaling? I'm so tired of that.
What else has Mindy Kaling been in? I thought she was dead.
In everything. In everything.
What was the last thing she was in? She had her show like 10 years ago.
Show,
that was like 10 years ago.
Office. She's done.
Yeah, that was like 20 years ago.
She does a lot of voice work. I think she did. Was in Soul, I think.
Oh,
yeah. She's in everything.
Yeah, let's look it up. While you guys are talking, I'll look.
She's got the trademark.
Yeah.
No, Ed.
Back to your basketball.
Ed, what is
hold on. Back to your basketball.
He's talking, bitch.
Back to your basketball analogy. With no disrespect.
Shut the hell up. He's talking.
With no disrespect.
He's talking here.
With no disrespect to Kobe Bryant. Would you before? Okay, let's see.
Careful. You're about to get canceled.
Yeah.
No, let's go a little bit backwards here.
Good choice.
Before his unfortunate death.
Sure.
Would he be more inclined to buy a Michael Jordan shoe or a Kobe Bryant shoe?
Before his death?
Or
same.
Same or both. But I think what Creamcast is saying is the level of popularity doesn't matter because they're both popular.
Yes, they're both popular. I'm not denying that at all. I'm not denying that at all. But what I'm saying is you would see more people wearing Jordan clothing than you would
just
anyone
all
else.
this. I think we're going in circles. Why are we discussing popularity? What's the point?
No, I'm just going back to Nagi.
He's trying to say something about Velma not being a popular character.
I never said that Velma was not a popular character.
I know, but what
She's
does
a popular
that prove?
character. I'm just saying people would be more inclined to cosplay or wear.
I understand what you're saying, but what's your
That's
point?
all I'm saying.
How does that relate to Velma being what's it called? It's race swamped.
Brown.
It had nothing to do with her being race swamped.
Wow.
So why are we even discussing this?
Because it's the underground.
So who brought it up?
You guys brought it up.
I don't think we brought it up.
No, we didn't bring it up. That was
we asked you. You were on. We asked. Literally turned the table to you.
Tangling this web of lies and got lost in it.
Yeah.
Who do you think I am? Alex Jones or someone? Whatever.
Alex Jones. You're definitely not Alex Jones. Hopefully, you're not too far.
Or what is it? His supplement line. I forgot what they're called.
I forgot. I don't know. He thinks that he thinks chemtrails
Bone
make
broth. Chemtrails
make the frogs gay.
Documents.
But no. So I think going back to the whole point was that with Velma. Reason why we brought this up. Now I'll get us back on track to why Ed brought this up.
Thank you.
Oh, sorry, and just really quick.
Do you want to know the fucking answer? Oh, bitch.
One. Daphne is part Asian. Go ahead.
All right,
so they're slightly race swamping everyone except Fred.
At Underground, take this test.
Okay, let's get back to the point so everybody knows where we're coming from.
But hold on, no.
This motherfucker. All right.
So you guys watch Doom Patrol?
Good one, Green Tutor.
Oh, he's hitting all the classics right now. He's hitting all the classics. The reason why Ed brought up about the whole Velma thing was because of the fact that he was saying that Velma was less popular. We were talking about the whole popularity thing and why Velma, like, you got to know the lore of people that you do. And Ed says, like, oh, I know people that used to cosplay as Velma and they knew nothing about her being bisexual. So it's like, if you cosplay as her, you should know the lore. And we were saying, like, the whole being a cosplay centerpiece has nothing to do with people knowing all the lore about her.
Well, I'm not saying everything, but you know something.
I'm talking.
He's talking, bitch.
So Darkseid was saying, like, hey, you don't. He's like, if you look at a lot of cosplayers, they're not sitting there talking about, I gotta know everything about the cosplay before. No, people were like, hey, they pick their favorite cosplay, they draw it up and so forth. They might watch the show and so forth, but they don't know everything about that character. And all we were saying was that Velma is a very popular cosplay, and especially like in the OnlyFans world, sexy cosplays into Comic Cons and so forth. Now there might be more Harley Quinns. Pound it. Yeah, thank you, fellas.
My Reddit history will prove that.
Yeah, exactly.
I can't wait till episode 69. Go ahead.
Episode 69 is going to be definitely nice. But the thing
Rule
is
34 special.
Rule 34, yeah. 69.
We just all discuss our favorite drawings.
Nice.
See the way the light hits this pony right here.
No.
That really tells you that.
I go by what's it called? SFM section.
Oh, SFM.
Yeah, SFM. I think that's what it's called. Where they make it like 3D.
I thought that's just like the
game engine,
the program they use, the engine.
Yeah, I've seen that. Yeah.
I've heard about it. I haven't seen it myself.
Oh yeah, me too. Some friend told me about it.
As a degenerate,
no idea what's going on here.
Yeah, Green Turtle's like, yeah.
Best you don't.
But no, all we're saying is that Velma, you don't need to know the history of for people to cosplay. And Velma has been, the Scooby-Doo gang has been a staple for a lot of people. Most people, I don't think Scooby-Doo at this point is a household name. The Scooby-Doo gang is relatively a household name. You can ask people.
It is a household name. It's timeless.
Yeah, it's timeless. You talk to people who are 60, they don't know who Scooby-Doo is. You talk to us, they don't know who Scooby-Doo is. You ask my little nieces and nephews, they'll know what Scooby-Doo is. And they'll know, maybe they may not know who Velma is per se, but Velma for the most part is very popular.
But so for sure, Scooby-Doo. Everyone knows Scooby.
So ultimately, I just don't think it's a big. A lot of people don't know, even though she's popular, they don't know her backstory. I don't know Velma's backstory. I didn't know there was a backstory. I thought Velma was.
I don't think there is a backstory.
Well,
until now, apparently.
There is a backstory.
But no, this is what I'm saying. Like, okay, so let's say there's a Comic-Con coming up and you want to cosplay as a character. You're more inclined, or if anything, will be fully inclined to cosplay as a character that is your favorite or you know about. You're not just going to pick some random character. And
professional cosplayers,
that's like
that's not how they do it.
That's like wearing a Nirvana shirt, not knowing who the band is.
There's plenty of people that do that.
That's literally something that
they have YouTube video. They have YouTube shows where people go out like they in the past.
Yeah,
where they'll be like, hey, what's your favorite Nirvana song?
They don't know anything.
Well, yeah, what's that?
Was it Forfeit the Pain? Like, that's not the Forfeit the Pain. Like that's not a Nirvana song. So like.
But do you think that someone would take their time out of the day, out of weeks, to prepare for a cosplay of a person that they know zero about?
Yes. I used to follow some cosplayers.
Like they said,
I mean, I literally same.
Professional cosplayers
on YouTube
cosplayers. Their outfits constantly. They're not gonna know who every single character that they're cosplaying.
They know enough to be aesthetically accurate.
Yeah, and they might know a little bit.
Okay?
Like to say,
and they know the poses.
And if they're big enough,
it's
not even them. Like when they're big enough, it's not even them. It's like a crew of people.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That decide on the outfits and everything.
Yeah, there's some cosplayers that I follow. There's one particularly. I think his name's Dat Germa. And she does a lot of like steampunk stuff, and like her cosplays are out of this world. But I guarantee you, she's not sitting there like I know every single lore about every single character. But
I'm saying like someone who actually uses their own money to buy the materials, their equipment, all that stuff to cosplay as someone that they have zero knowledge about.
Yes, the cosplay community. You need to do some research, my friend. You do not know what you're talking about because they. Basically, cosplay is what's challenging, what's popular. It's cosplay is their art. So they will cosplay as what's challenging to make and produce. They're not going to go, oh, I'm not a fan of that character. They're like, look, that would be amazing to build that outfit. That's what cosplayers do.
I'm saying that
cosplayers that have Elden Ring outfits and haven't even touched the game.
Yep.
I guarantee you.
I can tell you everything. I can tell you so much about like Dark Souls lore, and I haven't even played the third one. And I could tell you so much about Bloodborne.
It's a fraud.
And I'm a fraud, yeah. But the thing is like I know a lot, but I haven't played the games. And
but you know about it.
But Ed, I mean,
you know about it.
Yeah, I know about it, but it doesn't mean I know.
That's what I'm saying.
Ed, why'd you bring up that T-shirt analogy? Because you dug your own grave with it.
Yeah.
No, that's just a small example. On the bigger
that's a perfect example.
That's a perfect example.
Anyone can buy a $20 T-shirt, but like not a lot of people are going to spend $100s or thousands of dollars.
Professional cosplayers do not have the time or the interest into researching everything they dress up.
Well, I'm not saying research.
They have to keep fresh new content, and they'll dress by whatever's popular. Right now that this Velma movie is coming out, get prepared for a lot of
cosplayers. It's going to happen.
Yeah, but not everybody's gonna know the lore of Velma prior to this. But to give Ed his credit, I will say, I think he's more talking about like his personal friends who are like, "Hey, I'm dressing up as Velma, like out of the sky blue." They might be a little bit more inclined to know about that character. And like he said before, like, "Hey, that my friend who's a big Velma fan apparently they didn't never hear about Velma being gay." Or whatever else. But to be fair, does your friend actually care that, or your friends actually care that much about Velma? Or did they pick Velma like they know the base level? Because I'm not gonna lie, like after I watched the Scooby-Doo episode, I wasn't sitting there like, let me Google Velma's backstory. Let me go Shaggy's backstory. Like I watched the Scooby-Doo episode. I'm like, God, that damn Mr. Anderson did it again. Like I knew it was him. He was way too nice. And then I'm moving on back on my day. I'm like, all right, let me go on the Pornhub. Like I moved on with my day. Like I'm not sitting there talking about, man,
it's Friday night.
It's Friday night. Like I gotta get loose. So the thing is like, I think you're giving your friends maybe a little bit more credit than they actually deserve, because I think most people never looked into this backstory of Velma or Shaggy or like I never looked to be like, where did Scooby-Doo actually come from? How are him and Shaggy best friends?
Nobody cares.
No one knows.
Like no one cares.
At face value,
yeah. Like
there is a lot of lore there. but I don't think anybody cares.
I know, but most people don't care.
And that's the whole point.
Ed Underground, though, I think the takeaway here is Ed Underground, you should do some research about cosplayers, professional cosplayers.
No, I know a few.
Yeah, I think that
I don't think
these professional cosplayers are passionate
The
about every
professionals.
single subject.
Professionals, not people who dress up on Halloween every once in a while and wear costumes.
That's what I'm talking about, though.
That's not cosplayers.
We said
though.
professional cosplayers.
Professional cosplayers. I'm talking about people who cosplay regardless.
What?
Whether to be professional or hey, I just have like
Amateurish.
$1,000 to spare. Let me make this from someone I know.
But
There you
Velma is
go.
not doesn't require $1,000 worth of stuff. So
Well,
I mean,
Yeah,
I'm
you
just
can
saying in
easily
general.
put together a
sure.
Velma
Okay.
outfit.
At the end of the day, yes,
It's taking money out of your own pocket
Yes.
to make something, where to be sewing, putting some whatever. It's out of your pocket. It's not
you
from
just go to a thrift
company.
store and you can put together a Velma outfit.
Well, some people
Yeah.
do it in detail. Like,
yeah, sure. At the end of the day, you know cosplayers. You may not know professionals, but I would say overall, the cosplayers, do they know the lore of their favorite characters they cosplay? Sure. I will give Ed the credit for that. Yes, they do know what they're doing. But the thing is that do they know everything? Nah.
No one knows everything.
And then with Velma, I mean, I'm gonna be real with you. I've never met anybody who was like, man, I really want to know Velma's backstory. I really am worried. I'm really worried. I'm really curious about her being gay. Like, I want to know her sexual orientation. 99% of people who I've known has dressed as Velma for Halloween, you know what they said? Hey, I want to dress as a sexy Velma for Halloween. In the story. That was it.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah.
it. There was nothing like,
Yeah.
they're like, oh, what do I need to say? Jinkies. That's it. I need to wear glasses. And I need to wear a short skirt like Velma does, but I'm going to wear a short skirt so everybody can see my draws. Like, that's literally what it is. So I just,
God bless
sure. You said,
God bless him indeed.
I was going to say,
And
haram.
God bless us all.
Definitely haram. But, you know, the whole thing is that at the end of the day, no one really cares that much.
I don't care either.
You do care about the sex. You do care.
No, I
you care-
don't.
You don't care about her being gay? Nice.
I know why they're doing it.
Oh, yeah, they're doing it for the
So-
money.
In this
No,
case,
what
they're
about
doing it
her
to make
being
money.
a race
Lesbian
swap?
bills, baby.
And doing this,
What about race swamp?
and doing this,
Lesbian money.
they're very self-aware. So they're just like throwing everything at it.
What about
I
the
mean,
race swamp?
It's very
Ed
simple.
Underground.
They're throwing it at it. They're very self-aware about it. So they're
I mean,
just like,
that's-
hey,
well,
Yeah, they're very
yeah.
self-aware.
What she
Are
called
you
it
okay
out-
with that then?
Yeah,
wait, what?
Are you
well-
okay with them?
yeah.
Yeah.
The content of the character in the show is very self-aware. You watched the trailer, right?
Yes, I saw the trailer.
So it's very
And are you
self-aware.
Okay, then? Are you okay
Um,
with this depiction where they're fully aware of what they're doing?
if it's in that aspect of okay, this is really funny, sure.
Well, I mean, that's the thing here. The
My
important
boy's
note
growing.
here: this series is a parody. It's a parody
Yes,
of
a parody of
Scooby Doo.
everything. Everything.
Okay, so
Basically.
It's
we have a
parody of
comment.
Scooby Doo.
We have a comment in the chat says they know what they're doing. They said, please elaborate. Ed.
So when Velma was who she calling or texting, we saw her text, and it was basically
The HBO people,
HBO Max.
yeah, it was basically like just
like doing
what's
the,
going
like,
on.
What most
Great
people
turn,
did, like,
great
oh,
turn.
don't
Yes.
race swamp my whatever.
Great
No,
turn.
that's-
let him answer.
What
Yeah.
the
But that's
fuck?
what I'm
Shut
saying.
up. Shit. Let Ed
It's
talk.
basically making fun.
You're right. I apologize. I don't want to
It's
get another
basically-
black eye.
Yeah.
It's basically making fun of the situation that's been going on for what 5+ years now
What situations?
of Hollywood race swapping or gender swapping or whatever, not in the way of being self-aware, but just doing it for money. But they're doing it in a way that's self-aware, and that's in this case I would say funny. So how will this go? Give it a shot. Let's see. As of with everything else, I give everything a shot.
No, you
So you
don't.
think the race swapping is them trying to get money, and you don't think it has anything to do
No.
with
Well,
He said
they're-
that it's okay right now. He's okay with what they're doing in Velma because they're poking
Hold
fun at
on.
it.
Hold on. I give everything a shot.
That's not true.
Explain.
He-Man.
No, I give him a shot.
Amen. Resident
I
Evil.
give him a shot. Resident Evil.
Star
I
Wars.
give her. Well, I didn't finish Resident Evil. Is terrible. Star Wars. I saw all 3 Star Wars. All 3
No, the anime. The
No,
anime.
animated.
sequels.
Animated.
Animated. Oh, I love the animated. What are we talking about?
You didn't. You
Mm-mm.
didn't
I never said I didn't like
you
it.
didn't watch it. You didn't give it a shot.
You didn't watch them.
Yeah.
Oh, come on. You know what I'm
Review.
talking about.
Okay, so what's okay? So He-Man.
No. Go back to Star Wars.
Bandito Mac has more questions. By the way,
here's more questions.
What are they achieving by doing this? Hopefully to be funny, because right now it does look funny.
I think Bandito Mac was talking about your vast conspiracy there. What are they?
Vast conspiracy? I don't have a vast conspiracy.
Don't
put words
recasting
in Bandito Mac's
gender
mouth.
swapping.
Okay, so we'll ask. Okay, so Bandito Mac, elaborate your question so that Ed could be a little bit more clear. What do you mean by what are they achieving by doing this? And we'll get back to that.
What I believe. This is what I believe. I don't know if it's true or not.
No,
what I believe.
Wait,
shut up, bitch. We're waiting.
There's a delay.
Wait for him to elaborate. Yeah, you said you want to elaborate.
No, I didn't say him elaborate. I said Darkseid don't put words in Bandito Mac's mouth.
We're asking him to elaborate exactly what you mean.
You guys were asking to elaborate. I was answering.
Shut up, dude.
Look, everyone shut up. Ed, go ahead.
How do you know what he's talking about?
I just know from what I'm reading.
So we're waiting for Bandito Mac to elaborate his question.
Let's all sit in silence until he responds.
Be respectful.
Okay.
So there he goes.
He said he's trying to race swap people in Hollywood for a vague reason.
Oh yeah, just for
he said they are trying to race swap people for a vague reason.
Ed said. So he wants that elaboration on that.
Before Velma, there's been other whether it be TV shows or movies that have been race swapping or gender swapping just for financial reasons. Forget story.
Hit him with a few examples.
No story. Just doing it for those reasons and let's see what happens type thing. This, I see they're just making fun of it. And I hope it's a good show. I hope all shows like this are good. But when I see that it's just based off of, I'm not saying this is what happened, but when I see other shows or movies that are just based off of, okay, we're focusing more on the race or gender rather than story, which I've been saying for a while now, then I'm not going to be into it. You need some chop suey there, dark cream cats.
Dark cream cats.
All right. Okay, let's move on because this is. Oh my god.
No. I do want to ask one question though.
You guys ask.
I do want to ask one question though. So if we had a black Superman, right? If Kal-El came out and was like, "Hey, I'm black. I went by the sun. I got a little burnt, and now I'm a black man. I'm a black man now." But they make fun of it in the show, saying, "Hey." Like, well, I'm from Krypton. You didn't think there was black people in Krypton, but guess what? My mom slept with the mailman at Krypton, and they made fun of it. Would that be okay with you?
If that's the intention, if they're making fun of like the situation of like other shows and TVs just race swapping or gender swapping.
They're not making fun of other shows. You do realize that they're making fun.
They're making fun of the people. Yeah, I know that too.
You.
Yeah,
people like you.
No, that's necessarily me.
No, that's literally who they're making fun of.
They're literally making fun of you.
They're making fun of themselves, but yeah, they're making fun of people.
No, they're not making fun of themselves. They're making fun of people like you. Like
I just said that people. I didn't say people like me. I said people.
People like
you.
We're saying people like you.
They're making fun of people who even bring up that argument whatsoever. So that's all.
Well, I hope it's good.
Okay, hey,
I hope it's good.
If you're willing for them to make a show making fun of the arguments that people make about.
Do you believe that the conversation that she had over the phone? Do you believe that it was ridiculous? What she was saying, like it was the content of what she was saying was over the top and ridiculous. Do you believe that
they make it sound ridiculous? You can turn anything.
No, not what they make it sound.
They did. Yeah. They made it sound ridiculous.
Okay. Do you believe it is ridiculous?
Yes or no.
And over the top.
No.
Okay. So yeah, they are making fun of you, but if you can't answer that question, yeah, I know you can't say.
You can make anything sound ridiculous.
I know, but there's a clear intention.
Hollywood has years of doing that.
I know. There's a clear intention here. And if you look at it and be like, oh, that's a parody, that's a joke. And then if you go to somebody else and says, well, I don't know if it's a parody or joke, it could be a parody, then that person doesn't understand it's a joke.
In this case, it's a joke.
Okay.
It's a joke.
Yes, it's a joke. Anyways, so Bandito Mac had won that last question, but I think we'll keep it pushing. He was saying, so the studios are doing it for money. He's just trying to figure out what the problem is over them trying to make money off of this. But I think you don't have a problem with them trying to make money, right? At the end of the day, they're just trying to get dollars. It puts
for that Black Panther money, you know what I'm saying?
Sure, business.
Oh, shit! Don't do that.
You're trying to make that Black Panther money.
You guys want to hear the whole conversation?
Money.
You know what I'm saying?
You said what, Green Turner?
You guys want to hear the conversation?
That sweet, delicious Black Panther money.
Yeah, I'm like, he's just ripping off the Band-Aid at this point.
Do you guys know that Black Panther money is sweeter than regular money? Do you guys know that? Know that?
Shut up.
Like, you guys
it is way more delicious.
Speaking about the Black Panther money, so there were two people that I know. I won't say their names. One person who saw Woman King thought that movie was
no. I'm in the eject on this one.
I'm just saying.
I'm tapped out.
This person.
Yeah, I'm tapping out. This is a dangerous territory.
The Blade thing.
Yeah, let's go to the Blade.
No, we already talked about. Oh no! Let him. No, I'm saying I'm gonna let Ed say what he needs to say, and then I'm not gonna respond.
Just
let him say what he
their
wants to
names.
say.
One person thought that they saw it was based off a true story or whatever, and they thought that was true, and they're all for it'd be cool to be like her one day and stuff like that.
Where it is.
I'm just saying.
If you're listening to this podcast and you're hearing this, you're an idiot.
I'm just saying, look, I used to be an idiot too. I thought that Hollywood was actually being truthful when it says based on a true story.
Right.
Little did I know they can just slap that shit on anything.
The funny thing is like, well, we know. I'm not even gonna say that. Never mind. What I'm gonna say is that ultimately
we know better. We all three of us.
I was gonna say there's a certain age group that we
all like, three of us.
Well,
I don't know about Dark Side.
Okay. I'm gonna say is that we hang out. I hang out with a certain demographic of people, age range, who are not gullible. Be like, oh my god, I'm gonna watch Hollywood movies for my historical references. Like, is
that age range?
Picked his friends from high school to go.
Hold on. Is this age range the Fortnite crowd?
I was gonna say the Fortnite crowd, but what I was gonna say is that
these two people are older than me.
I don't believe that. And if they are, they are probably
not
the people that I would ever get into an intellectual conversation with.
Maybe they don't have all their faculties with.
No, they do. They're pretty intelligent.
Ed watched The Matrix, and you know, The Matrix, like the world ended like in 2012 or whatever year it was. And it's like, holy shit. He's like, I lived through that. Like Ed, like, if you watch,
what are you talking about?
Never mind, Ed.
Ed, just be quiet for a second.
No.
What I'm saying is that if you're watching Hollywood movies for historical references,
I'm not.
And trying to be like, oh my God, this happened in real life, and you watch any Hollywood movie without some doubt that something is not real, even though it says a true story. Like if you watch the Texas Chainsaw Massacre and you think at the end of the day, like, man, there's really a guy, you know, who's walking around with a chainsaw just hacking up people. He magically disappears, even though he lives in the same house for the past like 3 decades where all these murders are happening. People who are escaping are not saying, go to this house where there's secret rooms. If you really believe that,
I don't.
Then you might be an idiot. If you hang out with people who think that, and they think that after 1 or 2 movies of you showing them like, hey, Hollywood can possibly lie to you, then you're an idiot. Especially if they're older than us and they're watching movies like Braveheart and they're like,
can I ask you a question?
I don't hang out with two people. They could be cold, but
okay. Now your friends, is their primary diet candy?
Where are you going with this?
Think about it.
No, I already thought about it.
He's not answering.
I want to ask you. What do you
do? They get paid in V-Bucks?
No. What?
Is that their allowances?
I said older than me.
That's what's the bake with.
I mean, intellectually older than you.
Yeah.
Can you guys get my phone? I have V-Bucks on here. It's like real dollars, man. like, can I talk to the manager, please?
Yeah.
Like, oh god. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on.
Hey, wait a minute. Legitimate question, Ed. When you went to the bank, were you trying to redeem $300 in V-Bucks?
320.
This makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
No,
320 bucks.
I put
suddenly U.S. Bank is not seeming that much incompetent anymore.
I put cash in the bank, physical cash, green. But yes, that was that.
All right.
Okay.
That made no sense, but go on.
Instead of like a president in the middle of the bill, it's just a Fortnite guy or something like that.
Dancing.
It has Goku on it. He's like, this looks good to me. Looks like legal tender to me.
Get this guy out of here. Just give it to him.
Okay.
All right, Ed.
All right, moving on. Before we get to we got two more topics to really quickly discuss. Blade movie shakeup. So
yes.
Blade movie. Mashallah Ali.
Good try.
Yeah, I tried.
It's Marshallah.
Marshallah. I know it's Marshallah Ali. I think they said he's not pleased with the current production as is going with Blade. And
Kevin Feige.
Kevin Feige as well?
Kevin Feige fired the director.
Oh, he fired
the director. I thought the director left.
I thought so too.
I thought he left.
I believe the word on the street is maybe they give him a dignified exit, but I believe the word on the street is that the production was not going the way that
up to standard.
Marshall Ali saw, and then Kevin Feige later, acknowledged. I don't know. We might have to look this up because I don't have the latest information here.
Well, we know,
but that's what I heard.
Well, we know for a fact that the director, they're trying to find a new director for Blade, and subsequently, which is just funny how all these things turned out, is that a lot of the Phase 4 movies got pushed back to unknown dates. So, or I don't know if they're known. I didn't see any dates for it, but I know all the movies like the Fantastic Four, Blade. What else was there? Secret Wars were all pushed back. So there might be some, trouble in paradise at Marvel when it comes to Blade, which I can understand why. Blade is one of those movies, like, it's not like the Eternals where they can just kind of like hodgepodge, throw it together and then boom, you have a movie. Blade is kind of a beloved series in the Marvel universe.
Especially a movie.
Yeah, especially the movie. Like
based on the last movie.
Blade 1 and 2 were very well received overall.
The second one was.
It saved Marvel, actually.
It did save Marvel. It saved Marvel from bankruptcy.
And you know who directed those movies? Del Toro.
He did? I didn't know.
Yeah, that's why they were so creative.
I didn't realize
Not the third one. Not the third one.
Not the third one. Not the third one. No.
I definitely could. I could tell that whoever the director was for that.
Wasn't it W.S. Anderson? Or
it looks like his work.
Yeah,
it does.
Bad. I could be wrong. It's somebody.
We can look it up while we're talking.
Yeah, I already told Creamcast who my dream director would be.
Don't do
for
that.
This movie.
This just shows.
Who was that?
Uwe Ball.
This is why I say you hate black people, because that means that you absolutely want the one black led outside of Black Panther, the other black movie that we have, to absolutely turn to dog shit. Like, then Bo
nobody
goes on a
here
rant.
like the Blood Rain series.
Nobody.
Or In the Name of the
Rampage,
King.
Name of the King. Name of the King. It's like Name of the King 6 at this point. Is absolutely dog shit. I mean, and the fact that you even brought that out and said it in a serious way, and I think you were serious. Like, that is like straight to DVD. Like, it wouldn't even come out on streaming. It would go on DVD, and then
it wouldn't be a DVD even. It would be like the filler Netflix stuff. You know how they have those like filler movies nobody watches. Like to pad up their collection.
Yeah, they're like, man, we just added 3,000 new movies. Like, what the fuck? I've never heard of these directors. Yeah, absolutely horrible. Yeah. I don't know who could direct this, but it needs to be good.
You know who? James Wan. Again, I know we keep pushing him, but same thing. Horror, action. Boom.
Come on, baby.
Okay, so first, by the way, so now Blade 1, directed by Stephen Norrington. Screenplay by David Goyer.
2 is Del Toro.
Are you sure?
2 is Del Toro. Yes, 2 is Del Toro.
2 is...
Who is 3? We
not
need to know
Del
what 3
Toro.
is.
Yeah.
No, it's not Del Toro.
Oh shit!
Wait,
who is it?
Blade 2 is not Del Toro?
No, what you got? Yeah,
It is. It is Del Toro. It is Del Toro.
Oh, okay.
Del Toro.
Yeah, I was gonna say there's nobody else.
Blade Trinity was
David Goyer.
David Goyer, which
I remember he directed it. Yeah,
that name sounds familiar. What else has he directed?
Underworld as well.
Oh,
no,
really?
He's a writer. David Goyer is a big writer.
Oh, right.
Yeah, he did.
And Batman Begins, right? Didn't he? Wasn't he? Like he's written a lot of stuff, a lot of superhero stuff.
Yeah,
David Goyer has a hands in a lot of stuff.
Underworld was good.
Underworld was not bad, actually.
Yeah,
it was
wow.
not bad. Like, come on.
Yeah, it was not good. I think it's more style than substance.
He did Dark
It was
City.
way more style than substance.
He did Dark City. I actually like Dark City. Dark Knight.
Dark City is good.
Batman Begins.
Wait, he directed Dark City?
He was a writer for Dark City.
Oh, okay.
He's done a lot of video game stuff. He's done some stuff about Constantine, which we also big news. Constantine is coming. Constantine is coming back. There are
Keanu Reeves.
Keanu Reeves. I don't. To be honest, I don't like Keanu Reeves as much as I did back when he was younger. He was a much better actor. Now I feel like Keanu Reeves now is better at more moody films, but like sci-fi action. I think his days are.
I think The Matrix ruined that for you, didn't it?
Yeah, it absolutely did. Like this guy, I'm sorry, he just doesn't have the. I mean, because he does well in John Wick, but even then, John Wick is just like.
I was gonna say Chad Stahelski should be the director. John Wick director would be a good director for
Blade.
Blade.
Oh yeah,
actually, yeah.
Good, because I want the action to be kinetic. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
me too.
And you got a young. I mean, Marshall Ali.
It would be cool if they still keep the horror aspect to Blade, like they had in 2.
Yeah,
that would be kind of cool. Let's see, Marshall Ali.
I know we haven't gotten to it, but looks like Marvel is maybe testing the waters with their dark universe. You know, with some of these characters, Werewolf by Night,
yes,
Man Thing, and Blade, and I'm really hoping for that kind of trend to continue.
No, I hope so too. Marshall Ali is 48 years old, so he's not super old, but I mean, he is. You know, think about it in the next
He's the daywalker, all right?
But yeah, let's say 10 years from now, you know, he's knocking on 50 and 60, still trying to be a daywalker. I mean, that's what kind of got Wesley Snipes, too. That's what we're saying.
Wesley Snipes still looks great.
No, he still looks great. But
he looks great.
But he still can't
don't crack.
But he can't be a Blade.
Yeah, he still
can't be Blade.
That's what I'm saying. Like, Marshall Ali, having him be a Blade for, let's say he keeps movies going for the next 10 years, they might have to, race swamp him out for a white guy.
They might have to swamp him. Or maybe they could go back to its root, do like a blaxploitation Blade, but I don't think they'll do that.
That would be kind of nice.
Yeah.
Blaxploitation Blade. That's how he was at the beginning.
Yeah.
He wasn't really like the Blade we know now.
He had a big old fro.
Yeah.
I don't know if I want to see that though. I want to see something close.
I'm just thinking of like
Snipes.
outside the box.
I get what you're saying.
Ed wants more of the same. Yawn.
Yeah. So
when have we gotten a Wesley Snipes style Blade? What, 20 years ago?
Yeah,
Sticky
I'm just
Fingers.
saying.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
Didn't anyone watch that show?
No, Sticky Fingers did have his Blade. Yeah. I did not watch it. I want to watch it.
I didn't watch it either.
Yeah, was that the CW Blade or something?
No, it was on Spike, baby. It was on Spike.
Didn't it get canceled?
Someone that watched the series.
I don't think
I've never met a human being who watched the series.
Yeah, I've never met someone that's actually watched the Blade series.
I forgot about that series.
But I remember all the promotional material.
Yeah,
because I think nobody liked the bald head. They thought they were like. Now I'm looking at it right now. Like, yeah, he doesn't look like Blade. He
looks like a shitty Blade.
Yeah,
Butter knife.
Yeah, he looks like butter knife. He looks like
or spork.
He doesn't look like a Blade.
Whatsoever. Like a spoon and a fork, a spork.
Yes, we all know what a spork is. Thank you.
Yes, just in case.
Wait. You should try and explain to us what a spork is.
Yes.
Goodness gracious.
That's just Blade. No lore.
No lore.
Wait a minute. That name makes total sense.
Spork.
Yeah.
Like, man, this is the same. Now I see why Ed hangs out with the people that watch,
I thought it was a phone this whole time.
Oh,
now I know why Ed hangs out with people who think like watching How to Train Your Dragon.
Never said I hung out with them.
No, you went to go see a movie with them. So you
No, I did not see a movie with them.
Okay. Well,
you talk to random people on TikTok. Is that what we're talking about here?
No, people I've worked with.
People that he's worked with.
That's all I'm going to say.
That
if they ever hear this episode.
Well, I mean, it is what it is.
Well, you're idiots if you're listening to it.
Yeah. That's hi. Hi, my name's the Ed Underground.
Yeah, and you know where the Ed Underground lives, so take it out on him.
Yeah.
They actually don't.
Look, we all speak for the Ed Underground.
We all speak.
Yo, what?
We are. I'm his father, and I approve the message that Ed just said that you guys were idiots.
False. This is my son, who I couldn't take
all
to
right.
the bank.
Well, anyways, Blade movie shake up could be potentially. I'm sure they'll figure it out.
They'll figure it out. It's Marvel.
I'm pretty sure too.
They always figure it out.
Yeah.
All right. So last topic what we're gonna talk about is She-Hulk.
Yeah. Good episode.
Good, really good episode. I'm glad. Like, I've enjoyed the whole.
How thirsty are you for Daredevil now? Like, just like wanting that series.
I'm not gonna lie.
It was cool.
Yes.
It was probably one of the coolest. This is probably one of the coolest things I've seen in Marvel in a while. Like, bar Moon Knight. Because Moon Knight was just amazing to me, but this, like, seeing Daredevil in this and seeing Murdoch actually like be. I don't know. He just has a swag about him. Like, it just.
He's
I love it.
he's killing it. He's killing it.
Yeah, he's killing it. He's got a lot of game.
Yeah, like, damn. Like, whoever the writer is for the She-Hulk series, they're doing a phenomenal job, because this crossover right now, I'm there for.
So
it.
good.
It was
and we finally got to see her in her outfit.
Yeah,
Charlie Cox, solid. Like, I mean, not just performance, but physical performance. I don't know, some of that was CG, but like, the man he's in shape for this role, and it shows. He's jumping around, doing all kinds of things. Looked real good.
This is, like, to me, the perfect Daredevil. I couldn't think of anybody else right now that could do.
Yeah, as Daredevil, he is Daredevil.
Well, Ben Affleck, my friend, was.
Yeah. Okay.
Top tier.
Yeah. Soon we're gonna.
I don't know. That movie gets. We as a podcast, I would love to revisit that movie, because it's been a while. But
I don't think it's as bad.
Perhaps
no.
Yeah.
Oh, another Ray Swamp, Kingpin.
Kingpin was Ray Swamped. Ed Underground. Yeah. Michael Clark Duncan was Kingpin, and he was amazing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Give me your hands, boss.
Yeah. Not even thinking about that, but you got to think about the spinoffs that happened with Elektra, right?
And nothing to do with the story at Underground. What do you say about that, bud?
Oh, that was such a shitty Bullseye.
Yeah, it was.
Colin Farrell was. I like Colin Farrell's Bullseye.
Nah, he was kind of
okay. Something tells me that the friend Ed was talking about is you.
Me?
Just based on that comment.
He was
could be.
He was.
I like Colin Farrell's Bullseye, but it has been a long time since I watched this movie. I think it's on the theaters the last time, so I would love to revisit that. But I thought Colin Farrell was. You guys know Bullseye is a very goofy character.
Yes,
he's not like a stone cold just killer. Yeah, he is, but he's psychotic.
Yeah,
like so there are things like he was.
But the thing is,
I just remember Colin Farrell was acting like such a goof in the movie that I was like. That's kind of like true to certain.
I don't think Colin Farrell was
traits of the character.
From what I remember, he wasn't the best cast.
Could be wrong. It's a long time since I saw it, so I will. Yeah. No, what we're saying. Yeah, our boy Charlie Cox nailed it.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Perfect.
Like, Marvel knows how to cast people for the most part, and the fact that they don't need to do many recasts or
Netflix, right?
Well, yeah, Netflix. I guess
they're the ones that cast it.
Kevin Feige really didn't. Yeah, had a hand in that.
Is he the only Netflix Marvel actor
that's
yes, but I have a strong feeling Jessica Jones
I want Luke Cage to come back. What's his name?
I guarantee you they'll be
perfect Luke Cage.
But Iron Fist,
Michael Coulter.
I think
Michael Coulter.
Is that his name?
Yeah, Michael Coulter was Luke.
I love that series. I wish they would have made a second season.
Christine Ritter. Yeah.
No, did they make 2 seasons? How many seasons did they do of Luke?
Luke Cage had 2,
right?
I think.
I think it was
everything had.
I wanted one more at least.
I think Jessica Jones had 3, maybe.
Jessica Jones had 3 or 4.
Everyone had at least 2, and they had Defenders.
The Defenders, yeah. I was gonna say maybe
I gotta revisit that too. But man, watching this episode, the itch to rewatch Daredevil has never been more like.
I was about doing the same thing.
Ah man, just what we had 15 minutes of this guy on screen. Really,
was it 15 minutes? It felt like
it was.
It felt like the whole episode.
It felt like and I love that in the episode she makes reference to that at the halfway point that she's like, oh. the episode's not over yet because it feels like it should be over.
Yeah,
it does.
I checked the runtime; it was halfway through the episode.
I did too.
That could have been halfway through because right after
it was a little over half.
A little over half. Yeah,
it was a little over half
because they went to the
ballroom.
They made it. They made it feel like that was the end. They did it so well that even I was like, "Oh, this is the end of the episode."
But this episode felt so long, but it felt long in a great way and
in a good way. Yeah.
That's what she said.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
that's what she said. Yeah.
That's literally what she did say. She did have a great time that night. The whole fact of like they went through just literally one day of her going through the trial. Well, they didn't do it in one day, but they talked to
the office,
Taylor,
the trial.
Yeah, they went to talk to the Taylor. Hey, I'm gonna sue you. Saw them in court, and then here comes Matt Murdock. Then he comes in and kills it. They go to the bar, do Daredevil.
Leapfrog.
Scenes.
By the way, Leapfrog was real. Actually, I like Leapfrog.
I love Leapfrog.
That was pretty funny.
Yeah, it was pretty funny, especially Ribbit and Rip It. I actually love that.
When he jumps out of the window and breaks his legs.
That was actually really good. This is probably honestly outside of probably the first. I really like the first episode of She-Hulk. Actually, every episode. There's no episodes I didn't like. But this is by far my favorite episode.
I thought we didn't like the first episode because
I didn't like the first episode.
I liked it. I thought it wasn't bad.
Yeah, I think we were split.
Remember,
but
we talked about how there's a point where this series really hit its stride. It's when they got her positioned as a lawyer and she was dealing with superhero lawyer
stuff.
stuff.
That's when it got good.
That's when, it got really. There was an episode where the elf from Asgard was changing into different people. That was the episode. I was like, oh, this show.
The Megan Thee Stallion one.
Megan Thee Stallion episode.
It definitely. I like the first episode because you got to see two Hulks fight, and I thought that was kind of cool. Even though it was short, it was kind of cool because we've never seen Hulk actually get tossed around like that too often.
And the cool thing is now that we're invested, like they made you invest in this character, She-Hulk, and then you finally see the rage start to take over.
Yeah,
like it's cool as hell just. Because now you know who the person is, so now you feel more sorry for. And talk about like a villainous act towards someone. That is way worse than getting your ass whooped.
That was probably the most messed up. I felt so like, I'm telling you.
When I saw that, I was like, oh my God,
you feel horrible.
Yeah, you feel horrible. I actually felt like rage because I'm like, she's a good person. It was not like, it was like somebody who was being sleazy or nothing like that. Like she's just a normal woman living her normal life.
Yeah.
You see that she's struggling with love and she's hooking up with people, to
the invasion of privacy though is like
from a guy that she liked.
Yeah, it's insane.
Yeah, the invasion of privacy was the most like the thing that got me like, this poor woman. So when she went into that rage mode,
it was understandable.
It was understandable. You want all these people to die. I wanted her to like Hulk jump on them and like tear them apart. Yeah. Oh man, I feel bad.
I felt kind of like I felt bad for her. Like two things I had questioned at the end of that is that one, obviously these guys are coming up with masks on and all this other crap. Like nobody stopped them and like, whoa, maybe these guys start recording in the back wearing masks. Maybe these are part of the bad guys. Another question is, like, who cares if she's getting banged up by some dude? Like, everybody's like, oh my God. Like, you never seen anybody get fucked before? Like, that's weird.
Well, I mean, if you're a father, you don't want to see that.
I mean, it's a ceremony. But we're not talking about her father. And not a ceremony, but still.
What's the invasion of privacy?
But you know that somebody's
doing the invasion of privacy.
Yeah, it wasn't like someone brought that up on her. Like it's not like she uploaded her own sex tape like, hey, I'm gonna get this award and hey, cue my sex tape. Oh my God, guys, I'm blushing. Like honestly, somebody's trying to stir up. So I was like, that's kind of stupid. And then
I think the crowd was aware that it's something that wasn't supposed to be happening. But it's just because she let her rage take over. Everyone was too scared of her at that point that they weren't paying attention to anything else that was happening around.
Yeah. But the third thing is, why do they already have people out there waiting?
That's what I was thinking.
Or whatever.
They had these like
people ready.
People ready. Yeah. So I'm like, they already
maybe that's something they're referencing in a future episode here, the finale. Yeah. They'll explain that, but I also saw that.
Yeah, maybe it's like Shield or something, or some kind of weird group like that that's always like, tailing her.
Yeah.
Question. Also, is there hold on.
He's talking.
He's talking.
Yes, I am.
Here.
Yes, I am.
No, I'm talking about Ed. Shut up. Dark side.
Yeah, shut up, Ben.
Nothing to say.
Is there an actual award? Does this exist? Female Lawyer of the Year?
I'm sure there is. But
I'm sure there's an award. The Female Lawyer of the Year.
That's probably like a regional thing.
You think? Yeah, that's why I was like saying, what Female Lawyer of the Year of Greater Los Angeles area, you know, like you've been nominated for Female Lawyer of the Year.
But it was a joke in the end, though.
It felt like a
it was a serious award. But the thing is that you got to think
every female one though.
Well, every female one. But think about it, like you're in a major city, a major metropolitan area, where there's gonna be an abundance of female lawyers. But it's not like you're gonna be in, bumfuck Kansas, where it's like, hey, I'm in Smallville. You won Female Lawyer Award when there's might be like 3 female lawyers in the whole damn town.
Well, aren't those the female lawyers that deserve to win? The ones that are like, in it,
those are the
like
only
all boys and
lawyers.
they're just in it.
How does it feel to be a female lawyer? I mean, it was kind of punching fun at like, okay, yeah, whatever. This is just
Got us. Anyways, Ed Underground, go ahead. You may now speak. Ed Underground?
Any day now.
We lost him.
Yeah, we lost him.
Okay, he's speechless.
He's actually frozen.
All right. Oh, he is frozen.
Yeah, he's frozen. That's
I thought he was making a dumb face like he always does.
Wait, what?
Go ahead.
Do you think Wolverine's going to be in there?
No.
Okay.
No, this is
I would be happy as hell if it happened.
Where are you talking about? In where?
So why
do you think Wolverine?
Why? Yeah, why?
It was just a thought, because when the scene when she's talking to us, and then her friend jumps in, and then her friend jumps. Yeah,
that's a joke to us.
But
I don't think that means I think that's just hey, Marvel fans will get a chuckle out of this.
It was a chuckle,
but you think it's the writers are heavily hinting at what they're going to do.
I think there's
the makeup scene.
I think there's a 5% chance it will happen.
Okay, so you think the makeup scene is what they've engineered?
5%. Right, he literally just did the. You mean
he did give us the numbers, the raw data?
1,000?
Yeah,
more like 1 out of 1,000,000. Mm-hmm. So you're telling me there's a chance? That's basically what I just did.
Well,
he was talking about what twists and cliffhangers and stuff like that, and then jump in with the Wolverine thing or whatever.
No, so the twist and the cliffhanger was
all right.
That ending.
All right.
Yeah.
Good contribution, Ed. Good contribution.
The ending.
Very good. Very good.
Yeah,
so patronizing.
No.
But I did
did a good job, Ed. That is a good addition. Very good.
It does happen. I'm not saying
if it does happen, Ed would be the Marvel genius. Yeah, I mean, at this point, I'd be like, Ed, don't think. Just write on a piece of paper you think is going to happen from now on, and then we're going to put it out there on the interwebs.
It's going to be our
Kevin Feige's going to be like, holy shit, who fucking told him all these ideas that I had? Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Like,
there's like
going to be our
Disney snipers trying to kill Ed.
See Mickey Mouse. Ed's going to see Mickey Mouse on the top of top of a building, trying to snipe.
I got the shot.
You think you know everything, asshole?
Hire me, Feige. Hire me.
Yeah,
that's all I'm gonna say.
No, I did say that before. I feel like you have really great ideas. I think they should hire you because you made a really good prediction, or you made a really good point. I think last episode. So, no, I could definitely see that. So, but no, I did like this episode. I thought, like I said, I thought it was probably the perfect episode. Perfect comedy, perfect action, perfect chemistry between Charlie Cox and Tatiana. Like they just had this whole they just worked together very well. Like you know there's a chemistry when some like actors work together and you just like there's a vibe that they have. And I feel like all those scenes with her and Daredevil, She-Hulk and Daredevil, it felt like it actually felt organic as hell. And like I said, Charlie Cox, man, I don't know why that motherfucker's so smooth. Like, I hope he's smooth like that in real life because, like,
and the other thing was,
I was getting pregnant. I felt like I was getting pregnant during those scenes.
The other thing was like we've seen her go through a lot of like relationship issues and guys that don't work out for her. And this was like the perfect guy where everyone wanted this to happen, and it happens.
Yeah.
And it's a one night stand, but she's happy, he's happy, he's everyone's happy. And it was just a very odd, like when she said, "Oh, the episode's not over."
Both superheroes in a way.
Yeah, they're both superheroes, which is cool as hell.
Mutual attraction and so forth. And the one thing, like I was reading comments on what people thought about this past episode, just because I'm so perplexed by people mad about the whole Megan Thee Stallion situation. Like I still think that's hilarious. I watched it like 3 times like last week, and I was just like,
dude, they put it in the recaps. They put in every episode recap her twerking.
Oh, really? I haven't paid attention.
Yeah, I don't know if it's a fuck you to all these people, but I love it that they do it.
I love it because I think that's the scene is so funny and it's so hilarious. I'm like, yo, this is such a good ass scene. Like, if you don't like the scene, like the fact that she's talking about I would kill for you, Megan Thee Stallion, and Megan said like, hold up, like a little too much. Like that's hilarious. But and the fact that she even exists in this world is hilarious. But the thing is, like, people were really upset about She-Hulk because they're like, this show is just about her getting fucked and her fucking people and this, that, and she's such a whore. Like, people were getting really upset. But in the comics, She-Hulk is not this prude. She-Hulk is super.
With a lot of people.
Huh?
She sleeps with a lot of people in the comics. I think even at one point, the Hulk.
She sleeps with a lot of people.
I don't know. I
don't remember if she sleeps with her cousin.
Old
Man Logan. That's the only time that I can think of her conceiving with someone.
Conceiving, as in baby?
Yeah. In Old Man Logan, they're in the comic books.
They're inbreds.
They're inbreds, and they're basically like Hicks, but he had to impregnate her because she was the only one that could handle his baby.
Oh, maybe that's what you're talking about, Ed.
Yeah. She did. Yeah, you're right. She
but anyway, she has a lot of relationships in the comics. Yes.
So the thing is like this is how she is. She's risque. Like when she's in her She-Hulk persona, she's very risque. She gets naked in the comic books and so forth. Like that's what she does. So I'm like the fact that people are getting upset about that is just like, why are you upset about the character being you want true comic book characters. You want true representations. And when you finally get it, because it's a woman,
they're angry.
Upset. You get angry. I'm like,
well, I don't know if it's the the comic books, she gets her clothes torn off, like, I mean, at the worst possible time, like the Chung-Li bedroom fight.
It's the time.
But it's the time, and they make fun of it. She literally will stop a fight and yell at the writer for like, seriously, you're going to do this now?
Right.
Could you draw me with a little more clothes here?
Right.
Like she will and that was the joke, at that time.
Or she'll do stuff like, like, hey, I couldn't think of nothing else, so these might as well take the rest of my clothes off or something like that. It's a joke. Like the whole thing is a joke. But I'm saying is like that's the comic book though.
Yeah, but do you think that now it's not being interpreted to that male gaze, that it's now that it's being reinterpreted, that same comedy is being reinterpreted? Do you think that's the catalyst for all these people's anger?
I think it's just like we're in
the male gaze aspect is going.
I think the new society is that in the new society we have a lot of damn incels. Like before we were able like if you want to talk to a girl, you actually had to go outside. Now you could be able to see all these girls, every girl that you ever want to see naked, you can see them naked on whatever. Go on OnlyFans. yeah, for the boys. Yeah, you can see all these girls naked and so forth. And,
all respect.
All respect. But the thing is, it's like these women can do whatever they want with their bodies. But all these guys all of a sudden are becoming the social purists of comic books now, are saying, oh my goodness, she can't do that because like, dude, shut up. Like, this is the comic. Like, she was
it's a one-way street too, because that nobody makes those complaints about like Iron Man or Tony Stark or someone like that,
right?
Where they're like having sex with all these supermodels or whatever.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, that's Bruce Wayne.
Yeah,
Bruce Wayne, exactly.
Really? He's banging chicks left and right and doesn't give a shit about them. And he'd be like,
James Bond.
Yeah. So it's just crazy that these things are becoming such a thing. Like, And like, there's literal threads of this. Now, once again, this is the loud minority versus the silent majority. Most people don't give a shit. Most people think this is a fun series, but like, watching this, and I've literally heard I saw people cheering the fact that she got exposed like that. Like, yo, she's actually, like, they're making her into a slut. Like, yeah, they're making, like, because they're saying like She-Hulk's being a slut and so forth. And it's just like, what? Now these comments could be from trolls, but I'm just saying these comments.
Yeah, it sounds trollish.
It sounds very trollish, but I'm just like, it's just stupid that there are some people, like, moving aside, like, every time I watch an episode, I still get perplexed that, like, out of all these great episodes, that stuff we could be talking about, what She-Hulk has done extremely well in one of my top favorite Marvel series, people still upset about the twerking. Like, how are you fixated on that? How are you fixated on the other bullshit of this woman going through her life, but then you care about the twerking? Like, you don't talk about, like, damn, I think the CG looks good. Like, her as She-Hulk, I've come to love it. I think it's really good. But people,
that's what I'm saying. The CG, I think, is also sticking.
The
with
CG is okay, but I do really like the series.
It's okay.
Here comes the CG. Yeah, it's not Lord of the Rings quality, but shit, I mean, it's still good. It's still a good series.
Well,
we have a She-Hulk series. It's insane.
Yeah, can you imagine?
Did you hear me complain about the series? I said I like the series.
I
mean, but what do you want from a She-Hulk? Like, what would tell? And I'm not trying to go after you specifically.
No, I'm going after him.
But what would
bitch?
Okay, hold on now. Hold on. No, but what?
I know where your family's at, bitch. I'm gonna. You know what?
Green Tuner. What would make you go like the CG's amazing in She-Hulk? What would they have?
No, it's so basically one thing that I've been watching a lot is the overall quality of Marvel CG has been going down.
It has,
because they are doing so many series. Yes, they're doing so many series and so many shows and everything that they're stretching their artists thin. So they're basically not putting as much time as they could, have if they weren't cranking out so many things. All I said is the CG is okay. It's not great. You can tell there's plenty of parts where you can tell it's a CG character.
Yeah,
but having said all that, I like this series. I really do.
Okay,
it is one of my favorite series on this.
I know you like the series, but I mean, sticking with CG, I'm thinking of the entire MCU. What is the best CG in the entire MCU? Like Iron Man 1 has great CG, but
I'll piggyback off of that.
Endgame.
What was the last? What was the last really good? It looks the same.
That was what?
The last really, like, in Marvel?
Yeah. What was the last? What is the creme de la creme of CG that you would want to see in a series?
Yeah.
And then 2, when was the last good CG that you would say from a series or from a movie? What was the last good one that you?
Before you answer, let me just say, for me, I think I don't have the eye some people have here. It all looks the same to me.
Yeah.
Like we've reached a level where like everything looks about the same. And if something is glaringly bad, I'll be like, okay, that's obviously glaringly bad. But She-Hulk, Endgame, Iron Man, they all look the same. They're all like, CG. They're just CG. I mean, I don't see the range anymore. So what's good? So you're an artist.
So are we? So are we keeping it within Marvel or just CG overall?
No, Marvel. So one was
just Marvel. Yeah, just so I know what to pull as reference.
What's the creme de la creme of?
I would have to watch them again, to be honest. But the only thing I can think off the top of my head that had better CG in my point of view would be Loki. Talking about like shows, I feel the CG in Loki was better. It's not great. Don't get me wrong. It's not to the level of the movies. But it had better CG than
the alligator, right?
Frog door.
Yeah. What was the name of that big smoke monster? Wasn't that at the end of the world?
Oh, I forgot.
Yeah.
Anyways, okay. So Loki.
Okay.
Loki would be one that has better CG than She-Hulk.
But okay,
I guess the Spider-Man movies, because he's all CG now. Spider-Man when he's
pretty much
live action,
they just they just motion capture him.
So I guess that.
But I guess I guess then the second part of my question is, what was the last good CG that you were like, okay, this is good.
All
within Marvel or everything? It's been a while.
The TV shows. Let's keep it to TV shows.
TV shows?
Yeah.
Lord of the Rings.
No, Marvel. Bitch.
Marvel. Oh, Marvel. That's
TV
why I asked. Yeah. That's what I think I wouldn't say it's the creme de la creme, but better. I just said it. Loki.
Oh, so Loki. So you think
on the...
Okay, I mean that's fair. No, I'm just saying, so you think Loki was the last good CG series out of the Marvel series?
In some parts of Moon Knight.
Okay.
When some parts of Moon Knight
were
better
really
executed. Well, I'm thinking specifically the suit.
Yeah. I was
Moon Knight suit. It seemed like they took more care and affection.
Well, you know, a lot of that
rendering
suit,
than
well, you know, a lot of the suit is actually fully built, right?
I know, but there's transitions of the guy running and transitioning into a suit. So there's CG where they combined it. So usually when movies or shows, the best way that they do it is you can't have 100% CG.
That's
you have to have practical mixed in with CG, and that creates something where the illusion is it's much better.
Yeah,
that's why when you have a full just 100% CG movie, it tends to look faker than a movie that mixes both things.
It's funny you say that because there's an actress who actually does play as She-Hulk. So she actually does dress up in green, and they take out her face, but same height, close to the same build. She's a model.
Like she's in the production, like she's a stand-in.
She is She-Hulk. She actually is in green makeup.
Because they got a mocap, and someone's got to be there to the action and the shot, and that's true.
Yeah, but that's mocap is different than having an actual suit on set. Is what the difference. But so let's say that we're just saying right now with what's it called with Moon Knight, they had an actual suit on set, which then got mixed in with the CG. With She-Hulk, if it's just mocap, it's just a person that they're maybe painting her and doing all that so that the actors have a reference point when they're talking to someone.
Yep,
and then they just use her movements. A reference
point.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And then they grab the data of her movements and then create a full CG character. But it's not like they're grabbing the actress and then putting the CG on her face. You know what I mean? It's a full CG character. It's not a mix.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, I still can't. For me, I can't.
Again, it all depends. Because if we were going outside of Marvel, the last movie where I saw CG that I was like, "Holy shit, this is really good," would be Dune. Dune had some really good CG where there were scenes where it literally felt that there was a giant ship taking off of a desert. It didn't have like
that was a real ship
feel.
Exactly. Yeah, you're right. They made
based off a true story too.
Yeah, shut up, Ed. You probably actually believe that. No, and I'm looking at the She-Hulk actress, the other woman who plays her. She's 6'5". Like she's huge.
Moly.
Yeah, she's a tall woman. But
what WNBA team does she play on?
She's a model.
Yeah, she's actually a model. She's Latin native.
What's her name?
Maria Aria.
Maria Aria.
I'll link it in the chat so you guys can see her Instagram.
Okay, yes.
But
for research purposes.
Yeah, absolutely. Don't go to her OnlyFans. But no, she's so she's absolutely super tall. But neither here nor there. No, I mean I agree with you. Yeah, I'll say the last good one. I would say, for me, I kind of go with dark side. Like they all look the same to me. I mean, I think this is not bad. It doesn't pull me out of the universe while I'm watching it. Like, holy crap! Like I'm looking at CG She-Hulk. Like I still see, Tatiana, whoever, and I'm still part of the universe. Like I think for me and myself, when I see bad CG, it's something that really takes me out of the universe. Now does this CG compare to like older CG that I thought was amazing back in the day? Like one CG that I thought was amazing and still holds up to this day, which is super old, and I've watched this movie so many times, which is crazy because I could actually repeat like word for word some parts of the movie, is Starship Troopers. Like that CG still holds up.
Good.
Still holds up to this day.
Good.
Does it? It still holds up?
Yes. I watched that long and it holds up.
No,
because the thing is they CG like bugs.
Mm-hmm.
So giant bug, they still look good.
They still look good.
And they also mixed in practical effects too on that movie.
Yeah, they did. And like some of the stuff, like the ships look.
I love that movie.
I love that movie to death. It might have ships that look corny or something like that, but overall, like the bugs themselves look great. But all I'm saying is that CG, I think Marvel's been doing a relatively decent job. The problem is that like when you look at what's that movie recently? Doctor Strange and Universe of Madness.
Oh yeah,
that was a horrible. The CG was not good in that. I did not like it. I thought it was bad. So
they couldn't at least have CG that wig he was wearing. It was so obvious.
Yeah,
Doctor Strange.
Yeah, no, it was horrible. The whole that was bad CG, but. Overall, I think She-Hulk is doing well. I don't know what comes after She-Hulk. Is the Secret Invasion next, or is that
Dark Side? What comes next, TV show wise?
Nick Fury.
Secret Invasion.
I mean, obviously, no, the Wolf one, right? That's what the current one.
No, that's already out.
That's not a TV show. That's already out too. Yeah. I don't know. I'll see if I can look it up while you guys talk.
Oh, I mean, he's looking at something else right now.
Yeah, I think we're about to wrap up pretty soon.
Yeah, we're about to wrap it up because. Oh dang! It's already. Yeah, we've been at it for a while.
Yeah, 2.5 hours. But
all right, cool.
She-Hulk continue doing thing. Actually, the finale should be out in a few hours, I believe.
Sweet.
In the next
2 hours,
another
maybe
hour.
An hour.
Yeah, another hour or so. So I think it comes out at 3 Eastern time. So She-Hulk finale about to come out. We'll definitely talk about that next week. That should be a really, really good time. As really hoping for his 5% chance of seeing Wolverine, which is extremely high.
He called it. Remember, he called it.
Please don't be a gambling man, because if you do, I have a bridge in Brooklyn to sell you. So I mean, you're about
what?
Don't worry about it. But yeah, I think She-Hulk's doing well. So we'll see what the future brings. Lord of the Rings finale coming up this week as well. That's gonna be really good. I know
we gotta talk Andor. Next episode.
Andor.
Yeah, let's have next episode.
I've been watching it, guys.
It's getting good. Really, it's already good.
The best.
Save it.
Okay. Let's save it. I'm talking.
I'll say what I want. The following are spoilers for every episode of Andor.
Save it.
Wolverine's in it.
But Star Wars finale was this the episode 6? Was that the final one?
I don't know.
Of which one?
Andor.
Oh, I don't know how many more are for Andor, but it feels like it's almost
Yeah, it's almost done. But episode 6, we'll talk about that next week or whatever episodes that come out. Heart of the Dragon still going out. Crazy episodes. We can talk about that later on.
Well, we need to talk about Rings of Power and
Rings of Power as well. Yeah.
So Rings of Power and Andor.
All right, said that, bitch. All right, said we're gonna talk about Rings of Power.
Guys, next episode we'll be talking about Rings of Power.
That's true. He did say
and She-Hulk. Just for you guys on board.
No. We're not talking about that. We gotta talk about what we're excited. Isn't next week our special episode?
Mm-hmm. It's the 20th.
When?
Is it?
Yeah.
Maybe we shouldn't announce anything without knowing for sure.
Yeah, I think we'll talk about certain things, but I think
it is a special episode in that it's episode 69.
No.
No, it's not.
No, that's weeks from now. We're on 61.
Yeah, we're on 61.
All right. Obviously, he's going through a manic episode, guys.
It's very late.
Yeah, it's very late for him. Even though he's gonna be up for another couple 6-7 hours.
4 to 5.
Yeah, you're not working tomorrow. You got the day off tomorrow, so yeah, you're.
No, yeah.
Yeah, so he's gonna be up all night. So, all right, guys. But I think that kind of wraps it up for us.
All right.
Any last words?
No.
All right.
Take us out, Shaggy.
Yeah. He's more like Scrappy Doo.
Oh no, I'm Ultra Instinct Shaggy, but
sure.
Well, guys, this is a good episode. No.
All right, Scrappy.
Well, Bob, this has been episode 6. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, man. So
Yikes.
If
you're gonna do a shitty voice, at least stay on track.
Yeah.
Well, I couldn't get into it.
Just do it the whole way.
Stick to one shitty voice at a time, bud.
Yeah. You need to get cream.
You know the one you're the only one you think you're good at.
Yeah, just do the one voice.
Just forfeit the pain.
Yeah.
Oh, why didn't you take us out with a rap?
Oh yeah, freestyle us out, bud.
Yeah,
freestyle us out.
Can't think.
I'll get you started. Forfeit the game.
That sounded so cute. That sounded so cute.
All right, enlighten us.
I'm trying to think of something.
Just off the dome, come on, because this is dead air.
You know what you want to
say. They call me E to the D to the DIE because I don't represent the DOGG, but I run fast because they call me the SONIC Hedgehog. Yo, word life. What's up? Can't see me.
Bars.
Oh,
motherfucking bars.
Fire.
God damn.
Fire.
Yo, my mic is literally on fire right now. My headphones. Thank you for blessing us with that, Ed. Like,
anytime. I got this fire you can't see because I'm knee deep with these NIP you can't see, but
I thought he was going to go down a very dangerous path.
I the way he was spelling it, I was like, yeah, you can't.
You went NI, and I was like, oh, wait a minute.
Yeah, they call
me. I may not be notorious, but I'm dangerous.
Some G's in there.
Yeah. Like, yikes.
I may not be.
Okay, go ahead.
What?
Go ahead.
I may not be notorious, but I'm glorious. Too legit to quit. They gonna call me LL Cool J, but I'm so cool for your sake.
God damn. I thought it was gonna be like, yeah, they call me Enos because I like to write with a P-I Enos. Because I'm a Venus. You take my ass and I'm gonna ream this.
What?
Motherfucking
that made no sense.
Just pure fire. Pure fire.
Yeah. Like, I'm about to call 50, call Diddy, call everybody now. I mean, Dr. Dre, everybody. You're the next Kendrick Lamar. I mean, Ed, god damn, dude. I'm glad that you're back. You're back in full. You're back in full force, man.
I love it.
I'm just glad he's on our side. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly, right? Like, what if he was saying all these? He was speaking the dark tongue. That's literally Ed,
the dark.
Those old raps. That was the dark tongue because Ed used to say some. Ed used to say some foul shit.
I had fire raps back in the day.
I know, but I'm saying like
it's not even my final form.
I will always remember. Ed had a friend, some psychotic person who made an album. Remember that CD?
Yes, I remember that CD.
It was the most disturbing shit I've ever heard in my life.
It was terrible. It was.
Keep in mind, this was one of Ed's friends. So God knows if he's at a psych ward or something.
You had a friend that used to rap like crazy shit.
I had two. One was good. The other one was psychotic.
Oh.
Yeah, like the lyrics were
bad.
Disturbing to say the least.
Very disturbing. Like
very disturbing.
Jeez.
Like it will make you think rock music was bad.
Serial killer shit. Yeah.
Make you think rock what?
It will make you think rock music is bad.
Oh,
from the devil.
Damn. Oh. Damn, Ed. This is back in your dark days, huh?
Oh, this is back in high school.
He was listening to Linkin Park.
Linkin Park. Listening to Linkin Park, and in his mind, he was drawing like a pentagram. Like, oh my god, this movie's so forfeit the pain. Oh my god,
guys, he had his hoodie up and his leather jacket on.
He did.
God, oh my goodness.
Yeah, I remember them dark days, man. I'm glad that you've seen the light, man.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, I was.
You were going down a bad path.
I was like, at that point, you were going down a dark path. I wish you would get hooked on like heroin or something like that, or like I was like, please, God,
it'd be more interesting.
Yeah, put him on heroin, put him on cocaine or something, because this path that he's going in is so self-destructive.
Please, God, let him be more interesting.
I mean, could you imagine Ed and heroin? He's already skinny as it is. How much skinnier can you get?
Well, I'm just saying that Ed. I mean, he used to.
Yes, for jelly.
We were jelly. No, Ed. I remember Ed back in the day. It was so cool.
Ed, your metabolism. I am jelly of your metabolism.
Yeah,
I've always been
jelly of your metabolism too.
You have the greatest metabolism I've ever seen.
Yeah. I thought I could eat a lot, but Ed could. He could put
it away.
I'm going to Taco Bell for this.
Yeah, he can go to Taco Bell, and then he actually loses weight.
He actually loses weight.
Yeah, that's not even that's even before the diarrhea.
Yeah, see a doctor. I mean, I've always been concerned about it, but
his digestive system's literally just go straight from his mouth straight down to his asshole. There's no stomach. There's no intestines.
Comes out intact. The whole taco comes out.
Like, damn. He's like, I just guess I'm gonna eat it again. Like, what the fuck? Like, yeah. Ed, I'm not gonna lie, Ed. You do have the metabolism of like an 8-year-old. Like, I don't get it. Like, you just burn calories like it's nothing else. All of us have gotten fat as fuck.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Like we look like we're truly like the nerdy ass like neck beards, like nerds, like Sailor Moon.
Excuse me, in season 3, episode 4, how come the Wizard was wearing a different robe?
Yeah. We literally have a podcast where we talk about it.
Like Elrond,
fucking nerds.
Like Galadriel. No, it's Galadriel.
It's Galadriel.
Galadriel. Like, let's get it right. She's supposed to be married to Celeborn. What the fuck? Fake news. So, but yeah, Ed. Great times. Take us out.
Take us out.
And
I may not do drugs, but I'll get you high on these rhymes.
I think we handle all the fire we could handle. Just take us out, please.
You want the smoke? I know.
Please.
God, go back to the impressions.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that has been episode 61 of the Blurred Podcast. As always, you can find us on all major platforms, podcasting platforms. And if you want, you can talk with us live on twitch.tv/the Blurred Podcast. Blur you later and your mother.
62 episodes.
Unnecessary.
Fuck up the outro.
61 episodes.
61.
61. Still to this day cannot say all major streaming platforms. Y'all, like,
didn't you goof up on the slash thing earlier?
Backslash.
We're not talking about
I haven't been doing this for 61 episodes.
Yeah, what was that shot fired to all our listeners' moms?
Like, holy shit, dude. Like, calm down.
Is nothing sacred?
Yeah. No. Fuck,
you're too dark, Ed Underground. You're too dark right now. You should never rap.
To Linkin Park again.
Rhyming on the dime.
You did a rap and you're bad.
Hey, go back to that cocaine, man. It'll save your life. You're going way too dark, man.
I'm not doing coke, but I get you high off this smoke.
All right. Anyways. All right.
Blur you later.